hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. They finally let me on. I've been trying to log on and it just wouldn't allow me. I'm just thank you for the patience. Shout out to the people who contribute to the program, of course. My Patreon, my Cash App, cash tag is Gills Gang. Shout out to my moderators who keep everything moving and the daily chatters out there. What up with you, Tosh? Good to see you, sir. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Great conversation. You know, I thought why not just come with my, ideological subversion at this point in time to show you the more updated version on what all this shit really is. I mean, if you know where you've been and know the past, then you don't have to repeat the same folk and obstacles in the future. The past only repeat itself because the victors keep telling the same weak ass story and keep doing the same weak ass shit every 50, 70 years or some shit. Brian King, what up with you? Good to see you out there. Miss Karen, good to see you. Yeah. There's a few people. I'll wait for y'all to get up in there. What up, D-Jack? Good to see you up in there. And I thought, why not just explain what's going on right now, especially what happened yesterday with mediocre tutorials. God bless his soul. God bless him. He done went through it. He spent all night staring at the damn at the ceiling. Just fuck. He tried to double back with Andrew Tate is guilty video, but it was already too late. The damage had been done. He was like, hey, y'all, look, Andrew Tate is guilty, like Kev Gill said. Press 1. I'm the only one who's going to say it. Press 1. He was making videos. I said, this man crazy. But that just goes to show you the internet. It's the internet for you. It was just funny to me to see it happen. You know, yes, Andrew Tate is busted. Press 1. I give him credit. He did tell me something I didn't know. He did have a video up there that I didn't see that gave, that made me think more like, why are so many white folk and not just white folk, but this whole manosphere, red pill, whether male or woman, deceptive, why are they defending Andrew Tate so much and using corny arguments, even going into attacking a little girl named Greta, who obviously is not really, shout out to you. Okay, Greta didn't do that to Andrew Tate, weirdos. And it's like they're trying to create a narrative, and it's almost disgusting. They're creating these narratives that somehow this little girl, this young lady, don't got him busted on all type of Trump charges and trying to blame climate change. They trying to blame everything out. Like, bruh, do y'all not know how ridiculous it sounds? Especially when you like mediocre tutorials. I mean, he brought this footage. Shout out to him. All credit goes to my boy, Mediocre Tutorials, because he had a rough night, man. He had a rough night. We kind of did him dirty, but he kind of did that to himself. Shout out to you, King. Listen to this.
For about the next 4 years, it built into an empire where I ended up having 75 girls, 5 locations. I was turning over $4 million a month, and it all it went crazy from there.
Wow. Now listen to this. This the shit I didn't see. Listen to this.
In Albania with a bunch of dealers. You're in Chechnya.
Who stayed worked for me for a very long time, and from there, for about the next 4 years, it built into an empire where I ended up having 75 girls, 5 locations. I was turning over $4 million a month, and it all it went crazy from there.
You're in Albania with a bunch of dealers. You're in Chechnya. Most fighters are stupid. I'm quite unique, whereas the fact that I'm a fighter, but I'm not an idiot. So I could sit and talk to the money men. So I'd talk to them, and I'd talk to like Albanians or Chechnyans, and these guys would be on the most wanted list. And then they'd show me a picture of them in Dubai, picture of them in London shopping. Like, how you do that? Oh, I got this passport from here, got that passport from here. I got a passport in another country and then changed my name in that country. They were just doing all this stuff, and I was sitting there going, why not do that?
Now, amongst all of those...
Press 1. I give him credit. I give him credit for that. But listen, this was the first takedown of Andrew Tate. Listen how diabolical he sounds when the charges was brought up. Listen to this.
Operation regarding these webcam models.
So the first time Andrew Tate was raided was actually April this year. His house was raided a similar fashion to recently, and they were looking for evidence of all the charges I explained at the start. Shortly after being released, he was confronted by a photographer on the street.
It's not a serious reason. It's
That's not what the police says.
the police thought I did something wrong. Why am I here on the street?
If the police thought I did something wrong, why am I out here on the street? Press 1. Listen.
Yeah, that's true as well. I want to ask you, is that true that you sequestered an American girl in your flat here in Pipera?
Listen, I ask girls to leave. I do not try and make them stay.
What?
It's absolutely not true. I can't talk about the case because it's still pending, but I'll give you a very short version.
Well, you can't talk about it. Why are you giving me a short version?
Some girl was at the house. I saw her once. Many girls come for parties, etc. Her boyfriend caught her there, and she told a bunch of lies to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend called the police. It's stupid.
How did an American girl arrive in Bucharest?
I don't know, a plane.
How did the American girl get here? Oh, I don't know, a plane. I don't know shit, man.
I saw her once. Many girls come for parties, etc. Her boyfriend caught her there, and she told a bunch of lies to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend called the police. It's stupid.
How did an American girl arrive in Bucharest?
I don't know, a plane, I guess. I don't think she swam, so I guess she took a plane.
Did you pay for the plane?
No. And then her stupid boyfriend made some phone calls to some embassy. I'm a big man with big problems.
Did she have the phone all the time with her?
Of course she did. And she's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly. I don't have time for this. Like, I'm a big man with big problems. I'm doing important things. Some girl and her boyfriend made a stupid phone call. I didn't do anything wrong.
What about the accusation? There is a Moldavian girl that says that you her.
There's a Malaysian girl.
That's not true at all. You're making up.
Oh my goodness.
You know her? She's been to your house?
Lots of people have been to my house. It's all.
Did she's been to her house, to your house?
Listen, I am a good man, a man of God. I've yet to ever go to jail for committing any crime. I'm not a desperate man. I do not need to commit crimes. It's not something I'm interested in.
Just tell me about this accusation.
Girls make stupid phone calls. That's it. That's
Where are the girls now?
I don't know. Ask the police. They made stupid phone calls and they talked a bunch. It's all.
How come you've been accused for rape and you had a party last night full of girls?
That's why I'm back on the street, because it's all. The police even know it's. The girls are going to get in trouble for lying. It's all.
Do you have proofs?
Of course.
Do you have cameras all over?
I was in a jail cell.
Yeah, no, I was in the VIP jail.
You
didn't do the jail Aikido? You were in the VIP section?
You were in the same cell as me.
But what I'm saying is, bro, just taking all this into account, it lets me know, bruh, it's like he's cooked, bro. Y'all people out there wishing on the love, y'all wasn't doing this much defending of R. Kelly. Y'all wasn't doing this much defending of nobody else. Why is this specific community going after, and not going after, using their media clout to protect some of the this person? Is it because they've been selling and promoting and creating this specific individual? Perhaps. I mean, you probably can go back to everyone defending Andrew Tate and see that it's all been for clout and, oh, he's the best, he's the best, he's the best. And rather than humble themselves, these folks say, you know what? I'm going to throw all of my credibility on the line for this one person. I mean, why? Why? Here's another thing. Well, my silly self. Here's another thing. Hey, listen. There's an attorney, not the lead attorney, of course. I don't watch that. It's just something about that type of shit. I watch like real shit, real attorneys breaking things, these types of things down. Here's a criminal lawyer, right? Never mind what you guys are talking about on the damn internet. Here's a criminal lawyer who's breaking down the Andrew Tate thing correctly. He's the only one. And it's usually the good people, like the lawyers and shit, who end up, giving an honest opinion about what they would do. So that's why I'll be looking at stuff like that. Listen up. Sorry about that.
On Mr. Andrew Tate. Mr. Tate was in court yesterday. He is being detained for at least another 30 days. His lawyer, Mr. Vladniak, really solid lawyer, by the way, he has said they're going to appeal. This is also the same guy that said he wasn't arrested. When you're like this and you're at the back of a fucking squad car, that means you're arrested. And he was arrested. And he's in custody. And now here's the thing. The laws in Romania are not like they are here. They're getting better. And in fact, there's a whole international coalition about sex trafficking and trying to get everybody on the same page. The guidelines here, the federal guidelines here on sex trafficking in the United States is absolutely through the roof. I think they start out at a 27 and they have all these enhancements, but they're just through the roof.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I think they just start off at like 27 or something, and they have all of these enhancements.
You could be looking at 30 years so easily. He is not looking at that much time in Romania. He is looking at 3 to 10 years in Romania. That's just on the sex trafficking charges, okay? There's 2 other charges. There's a rape charge, and there's also a criminal organization charge. So they've arrested 4 people. Andrew Tate's going to be there for the next 30 days. I don't think there's any reason for an appeals court to overturn that. But he's got Vladniak, and that's the lawyer that, remember we did that little video about who he wants for a fucking lawyer?
I walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies.
I would never want this guy for a client. Get the fuck out of my office. You know, you want to know what the reality is, and you tell them the truth. You don't tell them what they want to hear. And he just wants to hear what he wants to hear.
Am I gonna go to jail? Well, probably. Well, then see ya! Bye!
You want me to lie to you? Oh, no, I can win that case hands down. I committed multiple felonies. Did ya? Are you gonna be sitting in jail? Yes. Bye! That's what he said. That's what he fucking said. But what does that mean? He is in jail. I mean, is he looking for a new lawyer? Because his lawyer didn't win the bail argument, did he? And let me tell you something about that aspect of things. When you've got a guy like Andrew Tate, he's probably like a caged animal right now, just going absolutely batshit crazy. And he's probably he's blowing up his lawyer's phone like nobody's business. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another lawyer on this case in short order because he's not going to stand for sitting in jail. He's thinking there's something. I'm bigger than anything that ever has been. So nobody can. No, you're just like the rest of us. You put your pants on one leg at a time.
That's right.
So let's first take a look.
Take a look. Hey, dweebs, step on up, bro. Channel 54. First thing, hey, little dweebs, come here, bro.
Own words, what he says as he started this business to create all this wealth for himself. He appeared on Fresh and Fit. Actually, the guy Myron, we bantered back and forth, and he's a former Homeland Security agent. These are his own words. Remember what I said before about your own words? Your own words. Whether it's a song or whether it's this, an interview can bite you in the ass, and it can be used against you in a court of law. So let's see what he says.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as big, and I found this little webcam thing. And I was
Myron, you Homeland Security? Myron. That's why your hairline looked like that. Only officers have bald spots right here growing. Press 1. They got nice suits and nice muscles and shit. Press 1. They always got this stupid ass lineup. And they always have a stupid balding area right about here. Press 1.
It's like, this might be some money. So I text all my
That's why that Haitian dude over there is like Miami Vice for him. Press 1. I apologize.
girlfriends, I think it was 5 of them, text all 5, said, you're all coming here to live with me and work with me.
Listen to the tone, first of all. You're all coming here to live and work with me. But he didn't text, he didn't say you're all. He texted each one of them individually.
Bro, Tristan will tell you the story. He'll tell you. All 5 flew in, picked them all up. They're all sitting there. I sat them around the same table. Listen, I need to get paid, right? I'm broke now.
You're broke now? This is just at the beginning stages of what he was doing.
I have no money. I'm running out of money. So I put them all around the same table. And I was like, look, we're going to start a webcam business. You're going to stay. You're going to live in London. I'm going to look after you. And we're going to get rich. We're going to be a team. And they're all like, well, who's this bitch?
Now remember, he started out in London. And why did he go to Romania? Why did he go to Romania?
This bitch. I'm like, she's my girlfriend.
He was on the run in urban terms. He was on the run from UK. So he went to Romania where there's no extradition and where he can further his criminal activity. Oh, he's a real thug.
She's my girlfriend. She's my girl. You're all my chicks. And you're going to stay
And
here.
all of the white folks in the media, they don't say nothing. This great white man right here, a person in law. If you don't know law, you ain't standing up right. Law ain't got no fucking color line. It just make you tell the truth. And so help you God if you lying.
And we're going to make some money. Big fight kicks off, blah, 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 blah. 3 left, 2 stayed. Those are my first 2 girls. And we started this little webcam business from my apartment.
He sound like Salsa Walker, don't he?
And it just grew and grew and grew. And it got to the point where at one point I had 75 women working for me in 4 locations.
Wow.
75 women in 4 locations.
And I was doing $600,000 a month. This is in the UK. But this leads into the story of why I moved to Romania. So at the height of my webcam pimping, I think I'm the king of the world, right? I have all these women, da-da-da. But the problem is, my first 2 girls who worked for me because they loved me. I love this man.
Ladies, any of you ladies that love this man, no.
Me from the ghetto streets to the hotel suites. So we're working together. But then once you get big...
They're like undercover cops. It's like I'm watching the fucking Romanian boss, right? And he's fucking talking shit with 2 undercover cops, just right, like, what the fuck? Sheesh. Good work, fellas. Good fucking work, guys.
You start hiring girls who don't love you. They're in it for the money. And then I had one girl, and she got too drunk one day, and she threw up in my apartment. I told her to clean up. She refused to clean up. Start being an idiot. So I took her stuff, threw out the window. You never hit a girl, right? Can't do that. But if all the other girls see me be disrespected, they're going to lose respect for me.
Facts.
Right?
Yep.
So when she's like, I ain't cleaning that up, you get that. So I was like, look.
They over there like 2 little kids. Facts. So we know you got to raise your pimp hand. Because these bitches are useless. Press what? We're high value.
I don't care. And she was my biggest earning girl. She made me on her own maybe $25,000 a month.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't want to fire her. And she knew.
Shit, bro. Bro, what the fuck is going on here, bro? 25 grand a month? Bruh. Bitcoin stock still below? Shit. Jeez. That's how you know they oversaturated the goddamn community during COVID with vagina because stocks are fucking low as fuck. It's in the negative. Press 1. Nobody wants to buy anything. Press 1. Andrew Tate, man, we're crumbling. Our numbers. Nobody wants to fucking COVID. Everybody said, fuck it. Everybody's beautiful now. Everybody goes to MAC makeup and puts makeup and goes to put the webcam. Press 1. Fuck it. Andrew just said, fuck. How about we become the coolest people on the planet, like on the Matrix, and then have these dweebs, press 1, these low confident dweebs pay us $47.99 and give the girls $4 on on the $100 on the $50 $3. Yeah, that's a shame, bro. He's really pimping. Jeez, Lord have mercy.
I didn't want to fire her, which is more reason why I had to fire her ass. So I was like, all right, cool. You want to be a gangster? Right, you're a gangster. Got her shit. We're like high up. We're like high up, like here. It was just out the window. So throws out the window. Got her by her 2 arms and marched her out the door, locked the door. End of it. She starts texting me, you owe me my last month's wages. You owe me my money. Give me my money. Did I text her back? I ain't paying you nothing. You threw up my blah, 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 blah. She went to the police.
Oh, shit.
And told the police I hit her.
This is how it starts. This is how law enforcement involvement with him starts.
4 months later, 5 in the morning, 4 months later, I'm laying in bed. And I heard the door, boom, 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 boom. And I don't know how I knew. I just knew it was police. As soon as I heard that noise, I just paused for a second. I heard police, but I didn't know what it was for, right? But there's a few things I can't say in the podcast. I've lived a varied life.
Now, that is a form of self-snitching. That indicates that there's things out there that are illegal that he's done.
Right, I've done some things when I had to pay the bills.
Right.
So I was a bit like, what's this gonna be? So I flush my phone down the toilet quickly. Boom.
So I destroy evidence. I flush my phone down the toilet.
I'm coming. So I'm trying to hide shit. I'm looking around. Like, what do I have to hide?
I'm hiding shit. I'm destroying evidence. One of the problems that you have with a guy like this is there's a treasure trove of statements that he makes that a prosecutor can use to impeach him with if he ever decides to testify. So that gives you a little bit of read on how he started.
Like I told y'all, if you sit back and listen to Andrew Tate over this past phase, you would think this red pill community was harboring a damn terrorist. You know, like, how did he end up, if he's on the run on It's Pearly Things, where the hell did she come from? I mean, she's not some beautiful girl to sit up here. We're going to go into these little debates she's been having with black men about women, which is insane, with her big ass feet, her stupid shoes. Perhaps one, she tried to wear a little dress, a little pink dress. That shit blended in with her. But she reminds me of a feminist. Just needs to overtalk people. But we're going to get into that.
His empire, for lack of a better word. He made his money on the backs of young women.
Yep.
He said 75 women
Listen to
in 4 locations. The other thing he told you
pimping and
is
pandering.
that he destroyed evidence.
That's
Not only
bad.
that, he was concerned with how he would look in front of the other women in terms of control.
He didn't want to look like
Because
a bitch.
I can't let her get over on me because then I won't have control
That's how
over
pimps
these
talk.
other women. That's the theme you get from that interview. Okay, so we have basically the origin, the beginnings of his business dealings in this area. Now, let's see how he operates. By his own words. These are his own words.
Also, when you're a real G, is that you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You gotta go to Poland, you gotta go to Warsaw, fucking Dubai, Miami. Anyone who watches State Confidential knows I'm all over the place. So I end up with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out.
So I got all these chicks, they're in love with me. They don't go out. They're not allowed out. So restricting somebody of their movement is part of force, fraud, or coercion. Because what happens if they go out?
Tate's away, so they go out with their friends. No. You don't go to the club with your friends. I don't know what kind of bitch-ass dude is letting his chicks go to the club with her friends without him. No. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing.
Do you get to eat? Do you get to take a shit? I mean, when you start controlling somebody like that, that is the crux of you come here on a promise of whatever, but when you get here, I control your every movement. That's coercion.
That's called coercion, dweebs. I'm trying to help you. So y'all don't be thinking y'all can go to countries and hang out with Tate, and you probably an accessory to coercion. Who you see there? Fresh and fit, former officer of Homeland Security. Turn around, put your bitch ass hands behind your back, officer. G14 classified. Come on. Who? That's slavery, G. I keep trying to tell y'all, look, but y'all don't listen to me. Listen to this guy. He's smart.
That's absolute coercion.
I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can
Look, that's a distraction like the Matrix.
stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the
Not like this. Not like this.
Excuse me. Oh, wow. Oh, the red pill community. You guys are woman beaters at the same time. Why so much hate? Why is these groups paid for by George Soros and mafia bosses from Poland and Switzerland? They also care about the relationships in America. They don't. They just think it's an algorithm. No, fuck all that. What y'all up to? He said he gonna beat you up. That's worse. That's strong hand pimping.
I control your
That's forcible staying.
every movement. That's coercion. That's absolute coercion.
I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction.
That's a distraction.
My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass. No sex. No sex involved. But you cry then.
Here's a little
Shit.
move when I grab you by your neck and you start annoying me trying to resist, and I just
Holy shit. Oh, I felt the punch. I felt like, where's my eyelids? Press my Lord up. He's in trouble. Oh, you guys might as well stop it now. Lord, shit. He said you annoying me by trying to breathe. Press when I grab you by your windpipe. You hear me? You hear me? You better change the title to your show, Pearl. Talking about you finna prove he innocent. He said when he grab a woman by her throat and he said he gonna grab her by her throat, and then when she started annoying me by trying to breathe, what the fuck? By trying to do what? Breathe. Just trying to fight back and breathe, nigga. I gotta hear that again. That is disturbing. I had no idea he said nothing like this.
I have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass. No sex. No sex involved.
It don't take Greta to bring him down.
Here's a little move. When I grab you by your neck and you start annoying me trying to resist, and I just
juxtaposed to that what he said on Fresh and Fit. It just doesn't jive. That is who he's got to be in order to control these women, in order to keep the money coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Because he was broke before, right? Now he's making money off the backs of all these ladies, and they're brought to him because they're in love with him, and their movement is restricted, and according to him, they're beaten. That is slavery. That is sex slavery. That is exactly what sex trafficking statutes.
I told you. That is slavery, gentlemen. So y'all been advocating for slavery, sex slavery, this whole time. And that's the importance of this program is nobody's going to call this out. They're going to come out and try to pretend. No, not any longer. We got a whole year ahead of us. That's sex slavery. Shout out to Bo Cat. Thank you for your Cash App. I just seen that right now. Thank you, sir. That's and then you got a criminal lawyer telling you what it is. We've been saying this since Donald Trump signed it into law.
Are designed to prevent. So, and their movement is restricted, and according to him, they're beaten. That is slavery. That is sex slavery. That is exactly what sex trafficking statutes are designed to prevent. So that video and a couple articles have been posted by Tori Nix 2.0. We got to give her a shout out to her because it's a good synopsis of where we're at with Mr. Tate. There's an American woman who was lured to Romania because promising a love interest with Andrew Tate. And he lures her there through Facebook. And when she gets there, she realizes it's a total scam. Some of these women actually had tattoos on them saying, "Owned by Tate. I belong to Tate," tattooed on their arms. Now, Mr. Tate is just at the very infant stages of this whole case, because Romania is one of the countries that is part of this international compact on sex trafficking, and they're trying to increase their enforcement and get more in line with neighboring nations, the U.S. being one of them. Not a neighboring nation, but in this coalition. Mr. Tate is going to see that the Romanian authorities are going to cooperate with the U.S.
Oh.
Trafficking this young girl to Romania under false pretenses, and then not allowing her to leave, and then using her for sex acts online is sex trafficking, and it violates U.S. law. Violating U.S. law makes him subject to prosecution in the United States.
Bruh. I've been telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all harboring a trafficker. And y'all trying to blame Greta, but y'all subliminally talking about the little girl in America. Not the little girl, but the young woman. And that's, whoo.
I don't have any information to suggest that he has been charged or that he's even under investigation with the United States. But I wouldn't be surprised if the U.S. decides to prosecute Andrew Tate for sex trafficking as well. Now, Mr. Tate was born in Chicago. He is a U.S. citizen. He holds dual citizen in Great Britain and in the United States. Both he and his brother are. One of the issues that you're going to have in terms of detention for somebody that has multiple citizenship is whether they're a risk of flight or not. And now he's got means because he's got money. He's told you all about his Bugattis, his 33 vehicles and everything. Let's see what else he has to say about passports.
Same thing with passports, man. If I fuck up and England wants me in jail, I can fly on a Nigerian passport, or an American, or an English, or a Polish, or an Estonian. I have so many passports. What, are you going to block them all? They can't stop me traveling. There's always a passport I can pull out. There's always a driver's license I can pull out. If you ban one, I've got another one. I've got bank account.
He's got so much content that's out there that it just flouts any kind of respect for law enforcement or respect for any notion that he's not a flight risk. All I got to do is play that in front of a judge if I'm a prosecutor, which I'm not. You know, it just if I'm the defense lawyer, how do you combat that? See, the thing is, if the girls get there and they realize it's not...
That's why they took the cars and gave them 30. You not moving from this area right here. Sit your ass down.
Shangri-La, and that they're being mistreated, they're going to want to leave. But guess what?
He's not the only one who talks too much. The red pills themselves, they all told on Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate told on Andrew Tate, and the red pill community told on Andrew Tate. Yep, the manosphere red pillers talk so fucking much that they've pretty much flaunted sin itself all over the internet. And now look.
But if you take their passports, they can't leave the country. And you now control them. So you're controlling them with physical violence.
Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with the Matrix, dweebs.
You're controlling them, their physical location where they can go.
And actually, he had all like 20 phones when they had him. He had girls there and had all their phones away. Give me that. So that make for a prosecution.
And what they can do, and you're
add charge.
You're controlling them by taking their passports. There's so much evidence that Mr. Tate is engaged in sex trafficking, or at least it seems to me, and it's really by his own admission. I mean, because one of his monikers or one of his hallmarks of his personality is the disrespect and the controlling of women. So for some reason,
that's why the disrespect from Fresh and Fit, that's why it's so prevalent. That's why it's just like, put them down. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be nothing. Men don't want you. We rather have incubator robot babies. Bruh, one. We rather no, bruh. We love the modern woman. Hell no, they on some other shit. And turns out they could have been involved with Andrew Tate. That's why it's the only reason why I can say people defend such a thing when people got all of these charges.
He thinks that's cool, and he thinks it's really cool to brag about how he can either beat the shit out of a woman or control their every movement.
Facts.
You know, because they just love him or whatever. But all those statements that he's made on his own, there's just a treasure trove of information that he has put out there himself. Nobody else, these are his words. Trapping a girl in Romania by stealing their passports and forcing them to work for a webcam. That is sex trafficking.
It looks like the manosphere has hit the wall. I don't know. We got to talk to the great wall analyst, Amanda. She knows. I don't know. Did they meet and hit the wall? Who's to say? I don't know. I don't know, Miss Washington. I don't know.
101. And with bringing a young girl from the United States to Romania, he's subjected himself to prosecution in Romania, in the United States. I don't know about Great Britain, but I'm sure that's something that's probably on the table as well. I represented a female that was charged with sex trafficking, along with 38 other. There was 38 women and one or maybe two guys that were charged in the case. That when it was like a 7-week trial, and we tried to claim agency. You know, a woman has her agency; she can do whatever she wants. And I've heard some comments in our last video about that oh, these women, you know, blah blah blah, blaming the women. A lot of these women, in fact, most of them did not work in the sex industry before. They were lured there with visions of romance with Mr. Tate. And in fact, Mr. Tate was actually responsible for a lot of the content, the typing. So when you're thinking you're talking to this hot chicks, it was actually him. But they didn't have experience in this business. They're extremely vulnerable. They're in a country that they don't know anything about, don't have any resources. And here they are with no passport, no money, no way. And you heard him on Fresh and Fit was saying, I'm not going to fucking pay you. I mean, and guess what? Pissing her off cost him more money and trouble than it did to pay her. This is just,
oh my goodness,
it's been our reaction to.
Oh my goodness. Boy, you don't want to get on the bad side of these women, bro. Woo, most of y'all be complaining about what a woman to do. That's because y'all be up to no good and not honest up front. Press 1. That's all. Because they will fuck your shit up.
The latest and the greatest on Andrew Tate. He is now detained. He ain't getting out for at least 30 days. And then he has been formally charged. We'll see what happens. And I don't really know the Romanian system. I know that he's looking between 3 to 10 years. In the United States, he'd be looking at,
25.
10 to 30 years plus, depending upon the different enhancements.
And then other women might say, I thought I was the only one. Fuck that. He did me the exact, I'm a victim. You are a victim. Yep, that's 2. Now you got 2 cases. Oh, another one? Where'd you meet this one? Oh, I was with Sneakio. And Sneakio said, Prince, what? Oh, where'd you meet this one? Oh, I was sitting down at Fresh and Fit. They called me and see if I wanted to be. They were talking. I liked his attitude. He flew me out, and I just felt like I was kidnapped. You were. That's number 6. Anybody else? They finna put his ass up on the news in a minute. I told y'all he finna get off the plane with his hands like this and a jacket over his head. Like on that movie Con Air. He's sitting up in a row like this with a mask over his face. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, his ego can't take L.A. County Jail. I'm the biggest in the bad. Not till. Bow. You're not big and bad. Press 1. You traffic little women. They told him in a Romanian prison. Press 1. You traffic little girls. Press it on. You traffic. Press 1. So I just like to keep y'all up to date. Like, look, bro, this is not day 6. Free Tate. He's not coming home no time soon. When you gotta sit down, you gotta sit down. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I had to sit down. Y'all wasn't crying. Y'all wasn't even thinking about me. So now y'all care about Andrew Tate. Oh, he's not going to be able to eat Taco Bell and great Romanian food. Bro, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Hey, thank you, mediocre tutorial. Shit, man. Who cares, bro? The world hates traffickers. It's been ruled. It is now slavery. There's nothing you can do about it. And because you are not in tune with your own political system, you don't know shit. You're too busy worried about, oh man, modern women don't like me. That's because you're a fucking dweeb. Press 1. When you're a dweeb, no women are going to. You ever notice all of the dweebs on the internet all got the same excuse? Oh, they just want to use us. They all just want to do this one. No, they all just like a fucking script. Just like little minions from the Incredibles or something. Like, what's the little yellow things? Shit. Bunch of dweebs everywhere. Reading a script. Women ain't shit. We hate girls. I heard the Angry Man channel. This fool said, shout out to the Angry Man, this little weirdo. He said, we don't even need y'all. Y'all ain't shit. If y'all didn't need our babies, he said, this is my exact word. He was wearing a goofy ass outfit. He says, we come up with a plan to have babies by women in an artificial womb. Then you will not be needed anymore. It's like, bruh, what are y'all doing? Where's these foreign ass ideologies against women coming from? Y'all acting like y'all fucking black Arabs or something. It's like, bruh, it's like the Iron Black Sheik. Women can't do this and women can't do that, and they gonna call me a simp. But who gives a shit? What's a bunch of nerds gonna call you a simp? Who gives a fuck? All of them are little fraternal order nerds. So them calling you a name, like the same effect that shit had in college is not the same as it is as an adult. Yeah, thank you, little minions, little fraternal order minions. Whether they be nerds or little black ones too. We gonna talk about witches in the industry, witches, warlocks in our community as well. But right now we gotta talk about this shit. Don't worry, we gonna talk about it. So I've been watching these people. Shady introduced Pearl into this industry, and she keep debating black men. So I said, since everybody doing reactions on this, let me get in on this. Since I'm stepping up my YouTube channel. Press 1. Oh, what is this? Seems like I got a call. I love when sisters call me about these little instances. One second, caller. Yeah, I love that shit. Koffee and KUSHtV on the air. What up? Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold up 1 second. I don't know why. But you know what? 1 second. I be going through my sound be going through it. 1 second. You're going to have to call me back. Hold up. They're going to have to call me back. I wasn't even expecting no calls. I hate when I do that, too. I don't even be expecting calls or nothing. And people just decide to call in. Like I always say, a lot of times people don't call in. And they be leaving me hanging. So I'm starting to plan my shows without even accepting no calls like that. Because niggas be tripping. Niggas be tripping. I ain't even accepting no calls right now. I ain't even accepting no calls. I like the way my program flow when I don't accept calls. I just do now. I just like, dude, you know what? Let me knock my shows out, and when I get to class, y'all can go at it, bro. But when I show up, I'm cool. I don't even want no calls, bro. I'm glad that shit happened. It's like, no, No calls because they take my channel and do all type of things. And, you know, when I do open up the lines, feel free. Have at it. Right now, I'm going to talk about Pearl Funny Self and her introduction into the black manosphere. Press 1, because that's what it is. She's the new black manosphere, and then she's going to conquer. See, I told y'all was weak in the black manosphere community. Always talk about these relationships, and they don't got the feminists to steal every argument you ever had. Press 1. They don't got the feminist group to steal every argument. I ain't worried about the dweebs talking about she ain't no feminist. Y'all dweebs. That's why y'all dweebs. Because you can't tell the difference between women and fucking communist infiltrators and social fucking engineers. That's why. You're a fucking weirdo, and you're just so happy to have a baseball playing ass chick subscribing and being on your team. Facts. Nobody care about that. So they want her to conquer your thought process. And that's why I like what I do. Because Funny Marco, they not interested in your brain being. None of these little stupid ass comedians, none of them. Y'all just be allowing these people to reserve space and not teach you nothing. But that's all right, Kev got you. So let's analyze Pearl. Let's analyze her position. Let's analyze her arguments, and let's self-argue with the broad until we get her damn attention. Hey, wait a minute. Let's just know this. Think about the old, like, their issues in relationships are not the same as ours. So how she even in y'all shit? I don't have no idea. She can't help a black man or a black woman in no relationship. She's just a goofy ass volleyball player and got a rich ass family. We can't help you in no damn relationship. She don't even know how to make no food. The basic things that even women do naturally, she can't even do. Like walk regular and make food. What is the use of women who can't make food? Food, bro. Food. Bake a cake, bro. A cake, bro. A cake, bro. Damn. I'm hungry thinking about this shit. The fucker gonna spend $2,000 at Uber Eats fucking with women like this. They can't make food. Out here telling us what we gonna do. Anyway, I digress.
Masculine nowadays.
Because men are becoming feminine.
Oh, yeah.
Why are women becoming masculine? I'll answer that. Because men are becoming effeminate. Get the fuck out of here. Well, black women being tough. What the fuck is y'all talking about? I've been watching black women be tough the whole time I've been alive. The fuck, this ain't new. What is y'all talking about? This ain't new.
Why do you guys think that women are becoming masculine nowadays?
Because men are becoming feminine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, he's
honestly what?
I put a lot of blame on men for a lot of the stuff that, even men complain about.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The fucking black manosphere is nothing more but Sodom and Gomorrah. What the fuck is this? What?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Really? I feel like it started with the women.
Well, look.
What the fuck, man? She beat you already.
Some of it does, but men have created certain conditions on a big level.
Right.
Right? Okay, look. How many people are raised by, how many millions of people in Western society now are raised by single mothers?
Right, but what?
Probably you. The fuck? What? They just create fucking these conversations out of their fucking asses. Literally. Press what?
Why?
Oftentimes because men are not playing their role. That exists.
But-
Like that's a big thing. But then you've got an imbalance, right? You've got both men and women are being raised primarily just by women, and the masculine role is missing, and that manifests differently for both.
Shut the fuck up. They don't. Oh my, pardon my language. They don't mastered all of our arguments, and the LGBTYPFG community don't, and the feminist groups, and Al Qaeda, and goddamn whoever else George Soros paid to fuck our fucking free social press. Jeez, you know, like I don't know, man. This is weird, bro. He's a feminist himself. Their whole community is fucking like it's a culture of it's a fucking ideas pulled from here and here and here and here to validate what? Oh, y'all need some goddamn help.
For boys and girls as they grow into men and women, and as a woman, it's naturally. If a man is not present there, you've now got to play both. You've got to play both roles. So
no, you don't.
What?
No, you don't.
What?
Well, I mean,
I was a single parent. No, you don't. That's this is a lie that the women say just.
Okay, let me. What I mean.
This is a lie that women use to fool men. But what I mean, hold on, let me get defending women again. Oh my goodness, I fucking online. You guys are shit.
Is you are
fake social issues.
It's a typically raising a child is a 2-person job.
Oh, that's true.
You have the father, you have the mother. And in the absence of a father, whether that is through death or through absence or through whatever the reason, what I mean by play both roles
He's
is
scared of her. He's scared.
Is you've got one person.
He got his shoes off. I'm dead.
Doing a 2-person job.
Right,
I don't mean you have to act like a man.
But we're in
that's
control of birth, so
Sure.
we pick who gets born, so it's our own fault. Like that's why
We pick who gets born, so it's our own fault. Look at this fucking. Look at this Margaret Sanger here. Listen to Margaret Sanger. Yeah, we pick and choose who gets birth. So, fuck.
it starts with the women.
I don't
because and on top of that, like it's the development of birth control. I feel like the development of birth
but
control.
men made all of that. Men made those laws. Men did all that.
You're right. I would say if I was to put it on men, I would say it's because they developed birth control.
Men did all that. Men are the ones who made those laws. Even men are the ones who came up with no fault divorce. Men are the ones who come up with. So, I can't just. I know it's popular to kind of put it all on one gender, and I think that there's both at fault. But if I look at it, ultimately, men have played a massive role. I'm not saying every single man.
Margaret Sanger is never mind. I fucking digress.
And of course not. Right, but men in general have played a.
This is what happened when you let foreigners talk American and practice our whole lingo when they have no idea what the freak they even talking about when it comes to history. Not here, maybe in London or some North African place somewhere far east. They don't know shit about what truly happened here in America and why our families are even dysfunctional at all. So even a black red pill manosphere even talking to this woman about what? And then get up there and post Malcolm X. Malcolm X said nothing, damn it. Nothing you can't help me with, crazy white girl. And from college. What can you help me with?
A massive role in this, oftentimes by not stepping into their proper masculine roles and leaving it for women to pick up the
What do you mean?
pieces.
Can you explain that more?
Why is she questioning you? Why is she questioning you? What do you mean more masculine role? Could you explain this more?
What I mean is, if I get a woman pregnant,
right?
Okay, and I can step up and do what I'm supposed to do morally,
sound like a robot.
ethically.
He sound like a. Cuz looked like he went to feminism school. He trying to remember what was on the board or something like. Say no spelling bee, bro.
Family, socially, culture. Like I'm supposed to step up into that, right? And I choose not to. I choose to abandon. I choose to leave her to fend for herself and deal with that, or what? Maybe I'm sending a check every couple, right? Then that's my
look. She ready to cut him off right now. She ready to get him. She finna destroy him. Get him, Pearl. Get him.
Bad. And by the way, and this is happening to the tune of
and this is happening to the tune of shut the fuck up with all of these words.
Millions.
Right.
I'm a Democrat.
And I agree with you, but I'm sure you're so familiar with the red pill. You know, women are the ones that leave.
And you so familiar with the red pill. We believe that women are the ones who believe and got statistical breakdown. Come on.
We leave 70 to 80% of the time, 90% of our college educated.
So
like while there are two sides to it, like, and we could talk about
the black men.
the 30%. Like, why wouldn't you start with the 70%?
Well,
if women are the ones like leaving.
I think we're talking about two different situations, right? So we're talking.
Well, you just said.
So the male abandonment tends to happen at a relatively early stage. Right. So the child is born, or the child is not even born yet, and the dude disappears, slips out the picture.
Who the fuck is you? What the fuck?
And then you're talking about there's actually a relationship or a marriage, and then the
gay relationship. What the fuck is a gay? Help.
Not like this.
Help me, family.
Not like this.
What the fuck is a gay relationship? So y'all put a gay man right here to speak on behalf of what?
Woman breaks away from that. Yeah,
both. I would say women leave relationships more too, and in the first situation, like we know when we're ovulating. So I just feel like if we're in control of birth, like that's on us. And a lot of times girls will like try to make a guy that's not a husband into a husband, and they'll try to like get pregnant and keep the kid. Like, and so so it's.
Oh my goodness! Oh, let me stop. Hold on. What? Pearl. Margaret Sanger. Press 1. Told you. All you gotta do is what? And keep the what? So this is why they're here. Advocating again. There it is, family. But it'll never take too long to come back to my community and report. That's all this is to advocate for her choice, her right to get rid of Lil Tyrone. Because if he leaves, then get rid of him. I knew it. I smelled Margaret Sanger on this broad from day one. It's always about eliminating the black child. You don't get it yet? It's always about using these sub-fucking groups to all band together, wheels and gears turning to do what? Exterminate you and keep you from bringing forth what?
From that,
both. I would say women leave relationships more too, and in the first situation, like we know when we're
So what would be the alternative to keeping a baby? Well, yeah.
Ovulating. So I just feel like if we're in control of birth, like that's on us. And a lot of times girls will like try to make a guy that's not a husband into a husband, and they'll try to like get pregnant and keep the kid. Like, and so so it's like I'm not going to put that on the men when you knew who he was.
I put it on both.
Listen. Where's Marcus? You got Marcus not arrested. You got Marcus fired from his job. You knew who Marcus was, but you got jealous in your feeling. You got jealous because Marcus had his own game plan going on. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I put it on both. I'm not going to let men off the hook here. right? Just like I wouldn't let women off the hook. If someone was trying to put this all on men, I'd be like, no, you can't let women off the hook. If also someone's trying to put it all on women, I'm like, well, you can't let men off the hook, right? There's millions and millions of men out there who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Who made this statistic? Millions of men. The same millions of men is the same amount of millions of women who ain't doing they but fuck. So what? Y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do spiritually. There's even no God in these conversations. None of them believe in God. None of them.
As a single parent, I think that, I know they're saying that men invented the pill, but somebody must have invented cyanide or poison. Nobody made them take it. Right? So just because somebody's making something, it don't mean that, oh, you can go ahead and take it.
There you go.
And when it comes to single parents, I can understand you saying, I've only got one child. Single parent, one child. But when you get women having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children, 8, I think there's some out there 9 that was still looking for dates, sometimes by 9 different fathers. Can't put it all on the man. I'll say, yeah, the first one, yeah. Because a lot of men don't ask to be fathers. They don't ask to be fathers. My son's dad never asked to be a father. Actually, I was on the pill. It was an accident. I actually discussed it with him. And even though he agreed that I have the child, I knew that if I had to raise him on my own, I did, because he never asked for him. And I don't believe in abortion. So as far as I'm concerned, single parents, there's no excuse. Even if the father's not there, there's plenty of really good role models out there, male role models. You know, you've got the grandfathers, you've got the uncles, you've got the really good friends. And then you should be able to do that with a child without expecting anything. My son is 36 years old. I think in all his life, I took £100 from his dad. That's what I asked for. £100 for his dad. And when they say that, oh, the government supports them and everything, and I remember at the time I was studying and they said, oh, you know, you get extra money.
It's like more reality sets in. It's like, the hell is y'all thinking? Just like exterminate and just throw the baby away. That's why moms is really on that shit. Like, damn, y'all little bros just make that decision like that. Like, what the fuck?
For being a single parent.
Like they freestyling on the rap beat.
And I said, nope, take your money. Take your money. He's not a good influence on my son. Take your money. I'll do it on my own. But he always had good role models.
Yes. And that's important. And that's important. And
they make too many, single parents make it look so hard. You know, it's hard when you don't keep on, it's hard when you don't know how to shut your legs. When you don't know how to shut your legs and you don't know how to get both control, of course it's going to be hard. Now, bearing in mind, there's no excuses. I'm the exception to every rule there is out there. I'm the exception. Any situation, I can say I'm the exception to everything. So I'm a rarity. But I know a lot of single parents. And I, for that, was some of them that were friends of mine because I was a hard-working person. I can afford for them to have children and they're not working, but I couldn't afford for me to have any more. Because I was hard-working. So I can't always say put it on the men because at the end of the day, yeah, you can say put a condom. You think that after getting pregnant on the pill, that I just relied on the pill or I just relied on the condom? I was using everything there was. You name it. Even if I had the injection and they said it's 90%, I'm still using the condom. Even if I was on the pill, I'm still using the condom. So it's got to be...
It's fucking these women up right here. What the fuck?
Be down to the women. Because at the end of the day, a single parent with more than one child for the same person, I can understand that. But a single parent with loads of little... What's this? They're little nigglets. But, so, that's just a saying that's in my head. From,
not like this. Not like this.
What world did we wake up in? Oh my goodness. The eruption of white laughs just erupted in that room. A gang of little nigglets. This is what?
I was going to say little nigglets. But, so, That's just a saying that's in my head. What was it?
Snot noses.
Yeah. But the little
babies.
Yeah.
Children.
And you got loads of them running around. I remember I grew up with a girl and she was like the black version of Angelina Jolie. I saw her and every single nationality you see she slept with. Maybe to try them out. You know, and they were all, she never had two kids that resembled each other, and they were all hers.
So she didn't
United
discriminate.
Nations.
And at the end,
I mean, and this tall glass of milk here. This old Sasquatch, this old Albanian Sasquatch. Press 1. This Albanian Bigfoot here has a nerve to laugh at anybody. What the fuck is going on?
the day, and you're saying that I'm playing devil's advocate here because I've got one child for my son's dad.
Yes.
Guess how many children he's got? My son's the second. No, the third. Guess how many?
How many
he's got?
The father of your child? Oh boy, I mean, I don't know.
16.
16. Okay. Wow.
16.
I was going to say 8.
He's got 16.
Well, okay.
So you're trying to tell me that, all right, then the first one, I think he was at school and it was a school, like there was both at school. The second one was supposed to be my son, but I knew different. I knew there was another one out there. That's why I said third, because he's still trying to convince us it's a second.
Okay.
Ma'am.
All of his children know their parent. All of his children know their dad. You're just trying to tell me that you see a man and he's got 2 children, a different parent, 3 children. How the hell are you going to get to the woman who's had number 16? Then he got married to somebody that have no children for him. She can't. But you see what I mean? So you can't keep on. Sometimes the women, shut your legs.
It's both. I mean, it takes.
Shut your legs. Because the women will go out there and they will see a man.
Wait. If he having multiple children, that ain't. Y'all done took this and she done made a whole black community. Pearl done made a whole black community on her own. Oh, Pearl.
It's both.
And they think, oh, he's this and this.
But the difference is it's 80, 90. Well, it's most women where it's a small percentage of men.
Yeah.
And so you're going to say.
It's a small percentage of men that what, sorry?
That it's a small percentage of men that
what?
women want. And so that are doing, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Sure.
it's such a small percentage. So when you say it's the men too, it's like, yeah, okay, it's 5, 10, whatever it is.
And then when you get the.
5, 10, whatever it is, Beavis and Butthead. What? This what y'all be telling Kev, man. You gotta watch out, Pearl, man. Bruh, this is embarrassing.
The children that can't.
The black red pill or manosphere or whatever this is blatantly just her little dream world of communicating with black people, and it's by way of feminism. Why not just grab this arguments of, women ain't shit and these little statistics that Kevin Samuels pulled out of Asian magazines? Like, dude, come on.
I'm not sure I get what's being argued against here.
No, who's to blame for like?
No, nigga, them is all women. You shouldn't be up in here. What you looking around for? You shouldn't be in a fucking baby shower, fucking talking to women. They gotta argue with somebody, even if you're right, bro. Even if you're agreeing with them. You a man. Go in the back with the fellas and barbecue, play video games, shoot pool, shoot the basketball, pet the dog, press 1. Fuck. Get out of the baby shower, bro. I don't want to argue with anybody. No, you've been in agreement with them. The arguing that you're the only guy there with his shoes off.
Single parents. It's all. Sometimes they say it's all about the women. It's all. Is it about the men?
To me.
And I think sometimes the single parents the women use it. They use the sympathy.
Yeah, to me it's completely 50-50. Like it's literally to me it's literally 50-50.
I don't think it's 50-50. As a single parent, I don't think it's 50-50.
I mean, if I go out there and I father 16 kids, right?
That's a problem.
That's on how's that not on me?
Because we're in control.
These are small problems. Mexicans ain't got these type of problems. Mexicans don't be thinking about if I fathered 15 kids. They just go to work, bro. They just go make money, bro. Y'all be these little frivolous ass art. You live in California. Mexicans don't give two shits about having them damn 10 kids, 15 kids and shit.
How is it? What about the women as well?
Yeah, but it's on them too. But it's also on me. I don't know why I would I don't know why I would be absolved of the fact that I've chosen to go out there and do that.
Control. Like we can be out. You can get an IUD. It's 99% effective.
Ma'am, nobody can stop the playerism, ma'am. It's our fault too. If Kevin go out there and have a bunch of babies, they're not the only ones at fault. Press 1. I'm at fault too. Kev cannot go around having 10 babies by 13 baby mamas, leave them all and blame them and find a white woman named Pearl to say, Pearl. Pearl's going to come out and say, you guys should have kept your legs closed. Not even knowing what the fuck type of playerism Kev got over. Press 1. So, nigga, we know the game. And we not just going to put that on women. It's us too, bro. The fuck is so hard to understand? That's how I know it's a game plan. Because when niggas can't hold themselves accountable and women can't hold themselves accountable, these little stupid ass subgroups come from Russia some goddamn where. And look at her. She's the woman in the red dress. She don't know shit about no relationship advice ever. I won't even talk to her off a couple beers. First of all, because she got the homie Marcus fired. Press 1, and we don't even know him, but that's our friend. We don't even know him, and that's our friend. Press 1. Press 1. I know you got him. Your Down syndrome looking ass got him fired. Press 1. Shut up right now. I know you didn't. I know what happened. Press 1. You came in, see Marcus was on his playerism. He invited you out. You gave him a little woompty-womp at the bar. I mean, at the gym. Press 1. He had to get up out of there. Wife, he got the call. You ain't know he really had a girl because you fresh back from college. Don't really know what's up fucking with niggas. Press 1, and then you turn into Karen. How can I destroy him? Oh, I know. Press 1. I don't want him training anyone forever. How long? Forever. Then I'm going to go inside the black community and tell them that women ain't shit because all they do is prop up charges on men. Press 1 and take donations from men who support the ideology, which is counteractive to what the fuck I did because I sent Marcus his walking papers. Press 1. Evil, wicked witch of the Poland. Press 1. The frozen witch. She plays in the movie Frozen. Press 1. This is that frozen, wicked witch of the North.
You don't have that control.
I don't like women who set up niggas and come with this and get black men fired from their job, bro. That shit affects me, bro. As y'all can see. Trauma. Press 1. You try to get a nigga fired, bro. Nigga got work tomorrow. I got kids and shit. These bros don't give two fucks. Females like her don't care. They'll make up an excuse and go sleep with another black man and probably do him the same way just because he didn't want to go to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Who knows, bro? These type of women just don't understand thug life. Shit, no, I don't want your number. Press 1. She ain't getting no action at the man cave. None.
We do to a pretty strong extent. It's not
If
that
the women don't want to get pregnant,
like if you want,
I'm not saying like some.
You know what I mean? If I wanted to have,
what the fuck is she doing there?
16 kids, I could have 16 kids.
They ain't got nothing to talk about but sit there and be foreigners. Just sit there in front of black people just for the sake of the camera. This one over here looking like a goddamn one of Andrew Tate's video vixen models. Press 1, strung out on cocaine. Press 1. The other one in the back straight look like she want to go play a game of basketball. The one to his left from the camera point of view is just a hot thotty looking. Come on, bro. Y'all stop. Tattoos running all up her them tattoos? Or some stretch marks? I don't know, bro. This is getting. They should have just had black people up there. The black women look fine.
But why are women choosing to have 16 children? All right, then. Some of them have got 5 children.
I could even just be like, if I were a snake, I could even be completely deceptive about it. Like,
No,
I'm
he
be,
wasn't.
oh, I've got 14.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could as a man.
Yeah.
As a cat, you could have 12 kids out there, and go and have
nobody ever know.
A 13th with another. She's not even aware of the other 12 or whatever. You can
listen. All this red pill blame the woman. Females that don't even be aware. Baby, I got 8 kids in Washington State. We way the fuck over here in Texas some goddamn way. Press 1. Like, come on, bro. Y'all quit acting like foreigners when it comes to this shit.
Whatever, even promise. Oh, we're gonna do this. Whatever.
I don't believe it. Girls know.
But in this situation,
dude, there's some dudes.
In this situation, they were all aware. They were all aware.
No,
even
girls, they know, and this is what irritates me: is they'll act like they don't know. They might not know that, like maybe 13 kids. They might not.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nobody irritates me. Girls act like because then you know. Then you knew. You knew. You had a fake ID. You went to the bar with Marcus. You had a fake ID. You knew. You knew. Hashtag she knows. She had a fake ID. She talking about she didn't like the way he was acting at the bar. As soon as he found out, she left, and then he calls her like, look, I'm at the gym that I own. You pulling up or what? She like, oh yeah, I'm pulling up. And she pulls up, have more drinks. Of course you knew what you were doing. Of course you knew. But you're going to get Marcus fired. She tried to play it like she didn't know. Now she's advocating for what? I know. The women all know.
No, but you know when a dude is sleeping around. You do. And I don't believe it for a second when these girls say, oh, I didn't know. I found out later.
There's even a difference between.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever, even promise.
Oh my goodness. What a soundbite. What a soundbite that is. Get that, please. What a soundbite. What a total contradiction to what happened to Marcus. You're advocating for Andrew Tate, but you throw Marcus out the window. Black men ain't got no respect.
Oh, we're gonna do this. Whatever.
I don't believe it. Girls know.
But in this situation,
dude, there's some dudes.
In this situation, they were all aware. They were all aware.
No,
even
girls, they know, and this is what irritates me: is they'll act like they don't know. They might not know that, like maybe 13 kids. They might not know, but you know when a dude is sleeping around. You do, and I don't.
Never mind the kids. You may not know about them kids, but you gonna know if they sleeping around. Oh man, what a hypocrite.
Believe it for a second when these girls say, "Oh, I didn't know."
What a show of hypocrisy. What a display of hypocrisy.
There's even a difference between sleeping around and fathering or just having a ton of kids. I mean, to me it's a 50-50.
Now this one ain't got no sense because my grandma would have told her to get her fucking feet off the couch. You don't go to nobody's crib and just take your shoes off and put your feet on. First, you see, dropped. That's what the first thing you know. Not to deal with this one here. She put her feet all in the couch. She just come to people's house.
Thing.
Some of them, I mean, they have like 5 from one and 2 from another, and
90%.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Pearl.
50-50 thing, but.
And what makes it worse is that they choose the bad men, and then they're proud of it at the time, and then when it doesn't work, they blame the men.
That's because we playerisms. Press 1. The dweebs don't know. The dweeb community don't know. men, they're not bad at first. They pretend to be good at first, but one, like, how simple is this? Oh my goodness. Oh, and then they blame the men. I don't know what the statistical breakdown, but I know niggas, it be just much as to blame a lot of the time, bro. Come on.
You know, I had a woman come up to me. Woolworths isn't there anymore, but she came up to me with a baby and said, "He's got a boy now. See?" And I thought, you already had 2 girls.
This is stupid. Just stupid. I just had to show that display before I got to the debate. I just had to show that display. I don't know why. Maybe it was to show her contradictive ways already. Blaming women for everything. I mean, I get it. Women, it's hard to get through. But, I mean, to sit up here and act like the dweebs and formulate this whole crew under Tate. I'm glad Tate had to go sit his ass down for reality to set in. The dweebs can't do nothing without Andrew Tate. The Andrew Tate community is dying every single day. He's leaving the algorithm more and more and more down, 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 down. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to do. There's no more game. There's no more top G. They need to scramble. Did you see them throw Melly Monaco up there with mediocre tutorial? Press 1. They need a hero right now. They don't know what to do. So they pitting Pearl up against black folk in this damn red pill space while the white man mediate. So I'm going to love this one. I haven't seen it. Somebody sent it to me and said, Kev, check this out. This is hilarious. Just Pearly Things versus Hafez Baku. Hafez Baku.
If at any point I'll chime in with questions, if someone starts talking too much, I'll say, hey guys, all right, cool, let the other person speak. All good. But I'm like a fly on all right. I'm like a fly on the wall to have for Pearl and Hafiz to have this conversation. This is something I think that you wanted to do. Yeah. I think this is something that you wanted to do. You're like, oh, Pearl's in town. I'm on my way. So this is great. By the way, if you're not familiar with these two, you're just logging in, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Subscribe to Valuetainment. Subscribe to Valuetainment.
Red pill debate. You got to respect that.
Pearl,
but you get a sense of like, what are they objective? Like who's experiencing these issues in the world? Help me out.
YouTuber, a lot call you the face of the red pill for women these days.
The fuck is she wearing? A fucking nightgown? Does she even got breasts? What the fuck is she wearing? She look like a whole mess out here. Press 1. The fuck is that? The face of the women, manosphere. Red pill women. What? Did she just get out the shower? Did she even do her hair? What kind of shoes? I'm afraid to see those shoes. Press 1. Do you wear fingernail polish, woman? Ma'am.
You host a show. You're based in London. Host a show called The Pregame. It's 3 days a week, I want to say. 4 days a week.
4, but
4 days.
The pregame, but 4. What? You men are just suckers. You men are just suckers.
Days a week. Who's counting? And
this is the most attention she ever got, ever in her fucking life. This is crazy.
thing I know about Pearl is you are the anti-feminist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the anti. She is the feminist. Me too. Oh, Marcus, let's go have drinks with my stolen identification, with my 21 and over ID. Oh, these people. We need our own.
I would say that's an accurate description.
Okay, well there it is.
Oh my! What the fuck are those? Press 1.
Dude in the house.
brother.
He started off. You know.
What the fuck are you wearing? First off, press 1. Where the fuck did you get this outfit from? Nordstrom? No, there ain't no Nordstrom. What the fuck? Them shoes that be at Ross and at Marshall. For the Lolo, nobody want to get them. Press 1, they come in the truckloads of thousands. What the fuck? What are you wearing? It's the best you can come up with the thick heels too. Oh, clog wearing Avanan. Long baseball playing player ass. Press 1. She played for the California Angels or something. Press 1. What the fuck is going on in our community where I'm not able to tell what the fuck type of shoes, what size feet is those? Press 1. Maybe size 13s and a half. Press 1. Press 1.
From the roommates, obviously, I think your premise is you want to help men, everyday men, just improve their life and get better. And I think part of that is you start the standard,
yes, sir, yes,
which
sir.
You know it's a community, it's a clothing line.
Yeah.
It's just about raising your standard.
Of course.
Right. So before we get started, I got a whole list of questions. I have a whole list of topics. We're gonna go through red pill, role of a man, role of a woman, feminism, marriage, divorce, body count, sex.
Wait. Shouldn't this be with a feminist? Because why would he be the feminist again? I mean, why is he speaking on behalf of the women? I mean, how does this work? So she's not this is the most conflictive and confusing shit. I would have just declined to be on that weak ass show. That don't even make sense. So she's anti-feminist, which means she's overly masculine, and you are debating her about what? What? It's just unfucking believable. This is going to get interesting. This is going to be interesting.
And of course, money. Is there anything, it's almost like touch gloves right now. Is there anything you guys just want to say real quickly before we get into this? Ladies first. You want to just say a quick introduction, anything you want to say? Go ahead.
No, not really. I mean,
that's such a pro
let's
answer.
get right
to it.
I don't look it. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube, Just Pearly Things.
Promotion. Promotion.
I will say thank you to Hafiz for coming out. He flew all the way out there.
Just all for
here.
you, bro.
Yes.
I look it.
Okay.
A lot of people wouldn't take it.
She talks like a dude.
How it blew up. So
what's up with all of these red women in the red pill and teaching women how to treat men? They all got these like overly tough voices. From Kendra G, not saying anything, just those voices. It's just like, shut the fuck up when they're on TV at 2 in the morning. Like, who the fuck is talking? And you wake up and your TV is on YouTube and it's Kendra G. I'm 45 and I'm going to freeze my eggs. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm done with this community. I'm just going to make fun of it.
I do think it's, admirable that you came out.
Of course.
Anything that you want to say or establish or set the ground rules or anything like that?
Of course. Nah, first and foremost, man, I just want to thank Adam, man. Adam's my guy for facilitating this conversation. I think what we need more in today's society.
It says debate, sir. Debate. That's what it says.
I also want to shout out Pearl for being willing to have this conversation. I think sometimes when there's misunderstandings and miscommunications, it's very easy to kind of demonize the other side. But to be willing to continue to talk, that's very admirable of you. And I'm very excited about the conversation today. So Pearl, thank you so much.
That's awesome. Respect. And again, I'm here to help establish open discord. Are there going to be things you agree upon? Sure. Are there going to be things you disagree upon? That's all good. This is what we do here. And at the end of the day, the whole premise of a debate isn't to establish, oh, who won or who lost. It's not about that. It's what the audience can take from this.
Oh, so it's about convincing.
So Malik, if we can, turn Hafiz up a little bit, because I just want to make sure that his audio is good. So let's just start off.
Pearl is bigger than him in a chair.
Off with probably the question everybody's asking is, so last time you guys had a conversation, it turned in from a conversation to a dialogue. Some call it a debate. Very spirited, a lot of opinions, who won, who lost, person got triggered, this, that, the other. Some person was like gaslighting the other. So a lot of people say that, you know, Hafiz, you got triggered in this situation, and that maybe you were condescending to Pearl. These are what people are saying, okay? But I also know that you're a very emotional guy. Like, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You're passionate.
And Pearl's tough, and you're emotional. Oh my goodness.
So I feel like some people don't maybe not know that about you. Even like behind the scenes, you're like, yo, what up, bro? Like, that's you. Yeah. So having passion is a great thing. So let's start with you. If you can kind of give a summary of what you think happened last time, what do you think happened? And then what would you want the haters to know about what happened?
When the fuck did...
Yeah, I think for me, the biggest thing that I was not going into it thinking of a debate. You know, Pearl reached out to me about doing a collaboration, and so there was no winner. Like, I wasn't trying to win or anything like that. I think there was a lot of miscommunication. I think it was
they tricked you. They made it seem like a debate. Well, let's do the real debate. Let's get to it.
I just think it's better to like have someone by your side.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And one of the things, and I really appreciate you sharing that, Pearl, is I want to clarify something that I may not have communicated.
Pearl got to keep her legs steady. Them some long ass legs, boy. Them motherfuckers going all the way across that floor, press one. Them some long ass feet, bro, and toes and shit, bro.
Properly.
Looking at Melly Monaco, I'm looking at Melly Monaco different, guys. I'm concerned for y'all. I really am.
Things I stand for. I want to see men have money in their pockets, a family by their side, and respect on their name. I've been talking about that theme, and I believe those are good things for men. Anything that I see trying to take that away from men, any bad idea, that's what I'm against. So I'm not against any individual person. I'm against any idea that I personally believe hurts the lives of men. So I want to clarify as we continue to move forward. I'm never against any individual person. I want to see every single man have the best life possible. One of the things I loved about Pearl before the show started, she was talking about her dad. Her dad's like a freaking rock star. The compliments, the encouragement, like just her as a woman, like by having an amazing father really benefited her life. I want to see more women have fathers like Pearl. I want to see more men become fathers like her father was. And so any idea that helps men,
hurry up.
I love it. And any idea I think that hurts men, I'm against it.
10 kids in the Pearl household.
And which one are you, by the way?
Oh gosh, it depends how you count it. I grew up with 6. I was the second to 6, and then they adopted 3 teenagers later. And then I actually had a brother at 22. They gave up for adoption when my mom was 17.
Wait. Huh? Wait, let's go back.
Men, any bad idea, that's what I'm against. So I'm not against any individual person. I'm against any idea that I personally believe hurts the lives of men. So I want to clarify as we continue to move forward. I'm never against any individual person. I want to see every single man have the best life possible. One of the things I loved about Pearl before the show started, she was talking about her dad. Her dad's like a freaking rock star. The compliments, the encouragement, like just her as a woman, like by having an amazing father really benefited her life. I want to see.
That ain't what she said about Marcus. She said her daddy wasn't really there. Press 1. Her daddy wasn't there. See? Take notes. We already found out about Marcus. They said Pearl said out of her mouth, Marcus was her second daddy. Her daddy wasn't there. So she picked up that Marcus was her dad. I just don't like you, like not you guys, of course. Y'all here. Y'all 300, 400 people here continuously. I'm not talking about y'all. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But people really don't analyze. They rather question Kev. Kev, what is this? What you know about this? What you know about this? Dude, the shit going on that happened in the past is happening right now. Right now in our faces. Jeez.
More women have fathers like Pearl. I want to see more men become fathers like her father was. And so any idea that helps men, I love it. And any idea I think that hurts men, I'm against it.
10 kids in the
That's
Pearl
crazy.
household.
And which one
10 kids.
are you, by the way?
Oh gosh, it depends how you count it. I grew up with 6. I was the second to 6, and then they adopted 3 teenagers later. And then I actually had a brother at 22. They gave up for adoption when my mom was 17. So I didn't find out about him till I was older. But out of the original 6 I grew up with, I was second.
Okay.
You were the second oldest, second youngest?
Second oldest.
Oh wow.
Well, third if you count the brother that didn't.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's why I say how do you count
That's crazy.
Something ain't right, bro. 2 IDs. A brother that went off to college, but a girl. I'm starting to read this shit like never before. Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on these storylines of transitioning.
How do you count it?
Beyond ridiculous. 10 kids. Respect to.
Excuse me, Miss Washington. I'm not talking about no down. This is the 3rd time you're mentioning like orphan trains. This has nothing to do. And like you keep mentioning things that you're just talking. You're just talking. Okay? You're just mentioning things and you're not going to do it in my chat room today. Okay? Thank you.
I don't even know your last name. Someone asked me,
like
Adam,
you guys are just trolling. Go troll somebody else. Go do something else.
what's Pearl's last name? I go, I think it's Things. What is your last name?
Davis.
Yeah. Pearl Davis.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
The name you know. We just established 2 things. That 2 things can be true at once.
I'd love to see those family photos.
That there's a lot of benefits to being married, to raising your kids in a single family household and being together. But hey, you should also recognize that there's a lot of risks involved in marriage, especially being a dude. Is this fair to say?
100%.
I mean, is there anything, like, would you want to push
Like,
back?
how is she speaking on behalf of dudes?
Back on that, either one of you? Look at us.
But yet he's speaking on behalf of men. So how is this even a debate?
Yeah.
Look at us.
Adam, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So I love that statement. I love how Pearl agreed to it. You're a guy who's very intuitive, a guy who's asking a lot of amazing questions. You're a lifelong learner. And you've talked...
Oh, shut up. Let's get to Pearl. I want to hear Pearl because she gives away a lot.
So that's where you learned...
Like initially, like when I was young?
Yeah, I like that. I like when she talks. She gives a lot about herself.
All women are angels.
And you can see the bullshit.
This delusion,
Sugar and
right?
spice and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, men growing out of that delusion and that propaganda that was promoted through Disney Channel and Hollywood movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Is extremely important for men to flourish and thrive in life.
So so you do think it's important, though, that men understand the drawbacks of marriage, too, though?
100%, Pearl, 100%.
Okay, and you do think it's important that men should understand, like, female nature, too?
100%. And
so you would agree that this is really important?
Well, I would disagree. I would agree and disagree, Pearl.
Okay, agree and disagree.
So my question to you is, who is the individual you're going to learn about male and female nature?
Who, me personally?
Who do you go to?
Oh, mom and dad.
Okay.
Shout out mom, shout out dad.
So that's where you learned.
Like initially, like when I was young, you mean now?
Like in regards to like the red pill, right? So
you're talking about red pill.
Yes,
I thought you meant like Okay.
Yeah,
Go
because
ahead.
obviously, like you've come to a transformation from my understanding. So when you're talking about men learning about male and female nature, I'm curious to you, where do you go to learn about male and female nature in regards to this space?
Gosh, you learn a lot just from doing the freaking shows.
Yeah.
So you learn the female and man nature by doing shows on YouTube? Like,
oh my God, you know how many girls cap on the show? Oh my God, like
that has not. See, this is what I'm saying. How many girls cap? What in God's name are these personalities doing? I mean, honestly, where is this conversation going? Pearl, you asked Pearl this thing, and oh my God, girls cap on the show. Pearl, do you know anything about Pearl? Do you know anything about anything? Where do you draw this information from? Mom and Dad, right? Oh no, my shows. I just found out about it.
I feel like I really started to understand the red pill just from like interviewing people.
Yeah.
Because I
didn't understand the red pill until I started interviewing the red pillars.
4 days a week, 7 people in the studio. Like, oh my, it changes your life. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I went from blue pill to red pill damn near overnight. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? Fuck is wrong with y'all? The black community. That's why I get up here and be a clown if I want to, because I realize our community looks for in every other culture instead of their own.
What's the biggest lesson you've taken away from interviewing all these people, especially women?
Women, like, we just say things and like
I told you. Women, we just say things and we just say things. You damn right you say things. I'm going there and make me some goddamn grits. Press 1. Fuck, that's what I've been trying to tell you. You just say stupid shit, Pearl. You just talking.
half the time, like, we don't even know what we want.
Shit.
Because it's like a girl will come on and say, oh, I like nice guys, da 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 da. And I'm like, I saw your ex-boyfriend. I know who you dated. Like, okay, this one girl.
Okay. So let's look at Pearl's ex-boyfriend. Let's look at Pearl's ex-boyfriend. Okay. Okay, Pearl. Since we're doing that, okay, Pearl. Okay, Pearl. I'm gonna go to commercial break real quick. All right, I'm back. Come on, ma'am. Stop it. Looks like the captain of the football team of the Negro League. Press 1.
I'll give you a story.
Go ahead, give us a
This
story.
girl came on the show, right?
Uh-huh.
She was so pretty, so nice, whatever. And the whole show, she was talking about how she only dates, like, you know, the nice guys, like, da-da-da-da-da. After the show, this, like...
Okay, she reminds me of Greta for climate change. Press 1. She's just going to make something up at the top of her head. Dope. But you fucking geeks and dweebs over there in the freshman and sophomore and even the junior department and even a lot of you seniors don't already let fucking strawberry shortcake over here infiltrate the community. Doop. This is a goddamn... I don't even know what this is. This is a feminist or what? Pretending to do what? Retarded.
My recruiter brought his friend, and he'd literally been to jail. He
Your recruiter.
took her home that night. So I was like, the biggest lesson to me was just like, this is...
do it anymore. I can't do it anymore, family. I can't do it no more. Press 1. Koffee and KUSHtV, you on the air. What up?
Okay, what's going on, man?
Enjoying my time on my show. What's going on with you? What's your name and where you calling from?
Sim, we talked about mediocre yesterday. You saw the rest of the tape?
I don't care about that. I don't moved on, sir.
Okay, well, as far as she goes, Pearl, did you hear what she said? She said her just Pearl. You heard what she said? She said that her father was a high-value man, and this is where she learned a lot of stuff from. But she said her mother gave up a child for adoption at 17, which means her mother got pregnant at 16.
Yeah, I heard that part.
So how old was her? Isn't that illegal?
I don't know.
Her dad if he was anywhere near her age, he was a high-value man at 18, at the very least.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I have no idea how old. See, you don't fucked up. How old was her dad?
He had to be at least 17, 18. He was a high-value man when he knocked up her mother at 16.
Ain't no way.
Right.
Something ain't right with her time
Yeah,
frame.
something ain't right, bro.
Yeah, thank you for the call, champion.
All right.
My man, yeah, something ain't right with that. He right about that. Something ain't right with that time frame. Something ain't right with that time frame.
Madness. We just say things.
So, okay, so listen.
And I will say, not every woman, not all women, but it's just like, I feel like that's like part of it.
The reason why I asked you that.
It's like she's pretending to be a girl or something. It's like there's another person in there. There's another individual inside of that fucking shell of a body. Press 1.
The question initially is,
It's like some Miss Doubtfire shit here.
asking in regards to like when you said learn about male and female nature. I'm saying like, let's say outside of the content, because you obviously
Oh, she's so condescending, like Tate.
learned about it. Where did you go? Like, what was the
Like
book?
growing up?
From my understanding, you came to a conclusion about like, man, society's getting crazy. Where did you learn that from? Was there a book? Was there a
Oh my gosh,
video?
you've been to a college campus?
Okay, so
Society's getting crazy?
yeah.
No. No. He's saying, where did you pick up this ideology from? Oh, have you been to a science at school lately? You guys, this is why I can't hang out with a lot of fellas, because y'all are not very observant.
Asked you that question initially is I'm asking
I
in
just
regards to like when you said learn about male and female nature. I'm saying like, let's say outside of the content, because you obviously learned about it. Where did you go? Like, what was the
Like
book?
growing up?
Look, she don't even know
like. From
shit.
my understanding, you came to a conclusion about like, man, society's getting crazy. Where did you learn that from? Was there a book? Was there a
Oh my gosh,
video?
you've been to a college campus?
Okay, so
Society's getting crazy?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh, when I went to college and I saw that they put these dudes in our dorms.
Bitch, you look like a dude. They put dudes. Wait. What?
And they're saying that they were women.
So they were putting transsexuals and cross-dressers in your dorms, and they were already saying that they were women? Wait a minute. And Brittany, you're right. He's asking about credentials. What are your credentials? She refers to some modern. Wait a minute. I think I got the best breakdowns because we pay attention to everything everybody else don't. A more logical, sensible. Like, wait, what are you saying?
No, from my understanding, you came to a conclusion about like, man, society's getting crazy.
Like, what are your reference points? Society's going insane. You know, the red pill. When did you come to the conclusion? I mean, you already said you were blue pill and you moved to red pill. So, but that's a mental transition. It's easy. It's it's more than just words. Where did you get this from? Oh my God! Have you been to the science campus when they let transsexuals in with us? It's just like the mediocre tutorials moment. Like, wait, never mind.
Where did you learn that from? Was there a book? Was there a
Oh my gosh, you've been to a college campus?
Okay,
Society's getting crazy?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh, when I went
Overdoing her voice and changing the subject and going to these small minuscule, oh my God, and then this thing. But you look like what you're describing. So this is why my title is this. Not any offense towards gays, homosexual, transsexual. I'm talking about these individuals. What y'all do in your personal time is on y'all. I ain't worried about that. I be playing video games and shit. Press one. But when it comes to this internet stuff, that's why I gotta ask these questions. What the fuck are these people? They don't even have hips. You know how women got hips? They got hips and they frames and go like, bro, Melly Monaco body is weird as fuck. Her body is weird as fuck. And I don't even know why y'all acting like they're not weird. This is weird shit, bro.
to college and I saw that they put these dudes in our dorms.
These dudes, your boobs are small, but one is smaller than the other one. Your bra is messed up. Your bra is messed up, ma'am. Your boob is giving away that it's probably not.
Not like this.
One boob is, and the other
Not
one
like
is.
this.
If you don't knock it off, if y'all don't stop right now, press one. If y'all don't stop this madness right now, as if no, bro, not my community. I don't fucked up and came to the urban league, and that's what y'all don't did. Fucked up, didn't you? Oh my goodness. I ain't never seen a small breast. Press one. Lord have mercy. Ain't no way. One of your pieces of tissue is up and one of them is down. Press one. She got a Mark Phelps body. That's wrong in the chat room. That's wrong. You say her body look like something off of Mark Phelps, off the professional swimmer. That's fucked up right there, right there.
And they're saying that they were women. What do you mean?
So what do you mean? What do you mean? This is the trans agenda in 2023. You better. This is what Baphomet and satanic shit is all about, and covens and different things. What do you mean? They will say that shit right in front of your face, and you won't have no idea. Just like old girl. What do you mean? And use it because they know society is against it, but that's who they are. It's kind of like a vampire playing a fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like you ever seen these vampire movies where they gotta they want to come out but they really can't? And like, wait a minute, stop right now.
So from my understanding, you came to your, as they call it, red pill awareness from life.
Well,
Look, so you came from college. That's where it came
it
from.
was a mix. So it was partially just from, I would say I was more like blue pilled before. I didn't really.
Okay. Now she reverts back to this story to see if it sticks. Let's go.
I never thought about things from the men's perspective, but there was a couple pivotal moments. One was going to a pickup artist conference.
You told me about
that.
that.
Yeah, that I was like, oh my gosh, these girls that are like 2s are rejecting the 5s and harshly.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're a 1. You're a negative. You're a 0.5.
Yeah. So that kind of puts
you're
you
like a half a gram of stress weed.
In a men's point of view, because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe what that. Second thing.
Nah. So you're thinking for the guys.
The Rational Male. I read that. I think Rollo's a genius. I think he's very smart.
Yeah.
His second book, Religion, I think is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Have you
and
ever
I
read?
also listened to literally months of Manosphere content.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yeah.
I
You
remember
can see me reacting to it live if anyone wants to
we've
see
talked
me.
about.
The you brought up something earlier that I want to address. You said that there's a difference between like the old school traditional red pill stuff, which I think you would put Rolo in that category, and sort of the neocons.
Yeah.
So would you elaborate on who you...
The neocons, okay. Okay, those are like neo-Nazis, okay? Those are like Leocons. We used to call that shit back with George Bush fucking invaded Iraq, with fucking Donald Rumsfeld and fucking Dick Cheney, fucking Mr. Burns looking at. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Neocons. So y'all just Nazis, bro.
You think is...
It's like a whole fascist sexual revolution of nothing.
You're saying like who's really doing the red pill right, and then who's sort of hijacking the red pill? Like, just clarify.
Pearl's hijacking the red pill, definitely.
You mean by the old school versus the new school red pill content creators?
No problem. So Chris Williamson talks a lot about it. Chris, shout out to Chris Williamson. Respond to your messages.
So what? Get back to this. Get back to Pearl. I want to hear her because I don't know nothing about her.
And I was struggling with relationships. I had to move back home multiple times. Like the typical, you know, average guy who's struggling in life, that was a lot of times my story. So I would seek out wisdom in many different areas. I started off with a lot of Christian masculinity content. So in the year 2009, there was a Christian renaissance that created a lot of masculinity content. So I was consuming all kinds of content for a long period of time. And during that time, I also stumbled upon the red pill message boards. And so the original content creators in red pill message boards, they were writers, a little bit more thoughtful, and a lot of them would quote at times evolutionary biologists. They would quote a lot of these studies that came from, like, you know, Pew Research,
like real research in the scientific realm,
Gallup, and things along those lines. So those were the traditionalists. A lot of the neo-red pillars, from my personal experiences, they don't quote the primary sources, which are the evolutionary biologists,
which just happened,
historians, the relationship therapists, and the studies. Huh?
Rob Henderson. Right?
What about Rob?
No, I was saying like that's one of them, right?
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh yeah, Jose Canseco. He was a great. He did something, right? I mean, something. Jeez, Louise.
Is that?
Oh, Rob Henderson's one of what?
Oh, the people that you'd like to see quoted. I thought you said that last time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he snatched it from something. Oh my God. Oh.
Rob is a red pill, so that's a little bit different.
No, I meant you said the evolutionary biology.
Oh yeah, like person like Rob.
Yeah,
I don't think Rob is evolution biologist in my opinion, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
So
I thought you said him last time.
Oh, no problem.
No, this is the wrong answer. Sorry for your luck, ma'am. I know you're just all over. You think you're too smart.
No problem. And so, but the
look at him, look at her, ma'am. Slow the fuck down.
Pillars.
You trying to get him on shit? He's smart.
They don't go to the primary source. They usually quote other red pillars.
They create Kevin Samuels. Andrew Tate said this. He's oozing machismo like Razor Ramon.
You know, so they will quote statistics and of other people versus going to the primary sources. And so to me, that's why I distinguish those.
That means they don't know what they talking about. Wow.
Different things. And a lot of the neo-red pillars, they came to content creation in a time when it was very profitable to make content.
Press one. Remember I was telling you a couple years ago, especially when COVID, they're about to come hard on black people and relationships and all of this because it's profitable to put y'all down. It's profitable to rip y'all relationships and send you through a relationship and get you to subscribe and talk to you about. Y'all went from narcissism to this to that to that. Now y'all worse than you was before because y'all following these individuals and not one of y'all survived this fucking. Nobody. Press one. They just led y'all right and just said go. And y'all thinking y'all knowing something when really you just mind control, brain control. That's why I just go to scripture. Where you get that from, Kev? It's in the scripture, man. It's in history.
The one thing I will definitely give Rollo is Rollo was doing this when there was no money here. So I can give him that. Like there was no financial gain from him. I mean, obviously he made good money from his books, but he was typing and talking about these things for years. A lot of the neo red pillars, a lot of them came into when it was very profitable, and so I can't. In my community, we distinguish those two individuals.
If you would, let's get positive for a second.
Yeah.
That wasn't negative. That wasn't negative. It was straightforward.
Positive, what do you see as the biggest benefit for men understanding intersexual dynamics, red pill, understanding how women operate?
This is good.
Give me the benefits you see of what they're talking about.
I wouldn't call it red pill. I would call it understanding evolutionary biology.
It's not even red pill. It's just understanding women.
But I would, my book of...
And how relationships and how men and women have evolved in time.
Choice for every man.
And that'd be great to know right now when men are like, what the fuck? Women are independent. How am I? They don't even know their role. And a lot of times it's not masculinity. These niggas go to the gym and play football and shouldn't be broken down, confused about the anatomy and of women. And unfortunately, you got to go through it in today's time, to gain that knowledge. It's a new sphere of relationships.
Dr. David Buss's Evolution of Desire. Dr. David Buss is a leading expert on evolutionary biology, and especially in regards to human mating. He's a world-renowned expert. He has a Buss School of Psychology in Austin, Texas. So his book is absolutely phenomenal. Footnotes, data. So I would say learning from the primary sources like that give you the knowledge to not be naive in today's world.
Oh, yes.
To Pearl's point, a lot of men grew up naive. A lot of men don't really understand what's going on. A lot of men also don't know the bad of marriages and relationship as well. So Dr. David Buss is phenomenal. Dr. John Gottman in Washington is a rock star. He's been one of the leading experts on marriage for the past 40 years. Dr. John Gottman is able to predict divorce by 88% accuracy. You've seen him before? He's a beast. So to me, those primary sources, I love the primary sources. I would consider most red pill as secondary sources, but the actual doctors and experts and people who have been doing this for decades of their lives, I think there's so much benefit from learning from those individuals.
Especially on a personal level, on an individual, and not like a cult-like mentality where an individual will steal the light from these individuals who are in the scientific statistical realm of where so-called red pills get these stats from. I mean, a lot of these things will be taken out of context. Especially if the individual who's in these subgroups don't know the primary source. You want to know what you're in, go to the source. You a gangbanger and don't know your roots? What you doing? You don't know your roots? You don't know where you going, where you from?
I'm going to give you the same question, and then I'm going to give you a follow-up, so just be ready for that. Best benefits you see for men understanding red pill content?
I just think a lot of guys have they don't see the negative side of female nature. And as much as maybe
who don't?
You want to harp on saying, oh, what about the positives too? I just think it's important that you see the negative side of female nature. So if something happens down the line, you're at least not surprised, and that you're aware of the risks that come in marriage.
Okay.
She's more like getting the right answer because she's not married. She's not even in a relationship.
I respect that. Now, one of the reasons that you've had so much success is that you're one of the few women that are major advocates of red pill. We have Rebecca and Allie on here. Those are the homegirls. Yeah. Janelle. But there's not that many women in this space.
Where's the black women? Where's the black women in red pill? You know your brother's better than anything. They ain't even got nothing to do with a pill.
Like you said, that it enables men to understand female nature. So as a woman, what don't men understand about women?
Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying here? You're like, all right.
I'd rather listen to a queen elegantly answer these questions any time of the day. A sophisticated sister. Facts.
So it helps you understand women.
It's kind of
help
like,
us understand women.
Okay. I mean, I would say first and foremost, just it's just, especially doing the show, it's just crazy how much girls like cap.
Huh? Huh? But what? This ain't fresh and fit, silly. Oh my goodness, I can't do it. Oh, these people are ridiculously the dumbest. You got it as a male. Let me come back to the microphone. They asked me why I smoke swishers. Because the dweeb community will not stop. This is insane. Because it's just so much cap. Here we go again. It just she's not even saying anything.
And I just think a lot of
for cap for our 30 and over crowd, that means lie. Okay.
And like I also think it's important to understand like that women are hypergamous. Like I think that's important.
It's just it just be they're cap, and I just think they are hypergamous. I mean that's what Marley says all the time on what? Fresh and Fit?
The things that you need to do to be attractive to women, like, and I don't give dating advice, like that's not my thing, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that men understand that, you know, women like they don't like nice guys. They tend to like guys that have a backbone, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you
so guys who are nice don't have a backbone. Let me get this straight. Guys who are nice don't have a backbone. This is like made up internet gibberish.
Think that guys know that?
No, a lot of times not when they're younger. When they get old.
So women suck, and like mediocre tutorials, ill.
I feel like most guys figure it out, but when they're younger.
Well, I feel like that most men have to go through some shit. You have to go through some heartbreak. You got to go through some struggle.
What did I just say? Kevin G is the best red pill channel on the planet. And I ain't even started yet. Kevin G has to be the realest, most informal red pill guy out here. Principal, I just said that. Incredible.
Yesterday, the guy on the show, she's a unicorn. Come on, like I've met so many guys like that.
Let's get real
like
here.
Point and case.
Well, that's only half the story, though, Pearl. He just got out of a divorce.
That's only half the story, though, Pearl. That's only half the story, though, Pearl. That's not fair. That's not fair, Pearl. So, I'm glad y'all sent me this because she's not even fit.
So I think once you get a divorce and you have 2 kids, I think you recognize that women aren't sugar and sweet and everything nice. He meets a new girl, and even if she's a unicorn, I think he recognizes, all right, I also loved my wife when I married her 10 years ago. Okay, but go deeper with women. Okay, beyond understanding that you can't just be Mr. Nice Guy and women aren't sugar and spice and everything nice. Go deeper. Like pretend it's not even us here, and you're just like in the women's locker room, and you're talking locker room talk for the women. Like what are those conversations that are being said? Because you have no problem calling out women and feminists. So for the men out there, like give us a little glimpse into like what it's really like, what they're saying. Like hypergamy is an example. So I'm teeing this up for you.
Can I give you a?
Like he said, I'm pretty much teeing this up for you. This is not even baseball. This is T-ball. I'm like putting a ball right here, and oh, jeez.
Can I tell a story?
I love anecdotes. I love stories.
I have a story. There was a girl in college, like girl next door, right? I promise you, like she was, like cute, sweet, quiet. You never know. And I've told this story a lot on my podcast. But basically, she dates a guy freshman year, right? This guy she was obsessed with. Dates him for a month. He cheats on her. It ends, whatever, right? 4 years later, she's dating another guy. This guy bought her a house.
Oh, guys, you guys are like slow, very slow.
And literally, I was at a party, and literally she cheated with the guy from freshman year in the bathroom at the party that the other guy was at. And it's like, guys don't even think girls are like capable of this stuff.
This is like, what?
And like, they would never expect that from her. And like, sometimes it's just like the girls that you would not expect.
Yeah.
But,
Gotcha.
and you know, I'm not saying every girl's gonna do that. I'm not saying that's 100% of women, but like, sometimes I think it's important where we have spaces that men can like see that.
Pearl,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
my question to you is, how old are you?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ma'am, listen, man. What the fuck kind of experience? How old are you? Jeez, Louise. That's a hell of a question, huh, Amanda? Ma'am, how old are you? When black people ask you this when their hand extended like Jesus, plus one, it's time for you to take your little ass to bed. Plus one, go to bed. You're not even supposed to be in this damn conversation. How old are you? Lord have mercy. Get ready, put your night clothes on, I'll go to bed.
I'm 26.
And is it safe to say most of your friends are in your age cohort?
Oh, fuck it. Shit.
Not like this. Not like this.
What the fuck, Pearl? You don't know? God damn. Bro, know everything else, but was what?
Yeah.
Right, final answer.
Cool. Yeah, no, I would just,
what the fuck?
Just curious. It was no
I mean,
gotcha
I
question.
have actually my best friend right now is a 55-year-old lady.
That's beautiful.
So-
That's amazing.
Shout out, Auntie.
So, oh, God.
The black lady from the show, Auntie. Shut up, Auntie.
No, what you said yesterday, I'm like, all right, of all of your friends, what's the relate? You're like, I have like 4 friends.
I know.
You don't. So just to be clear, you don't have a lot of female friends, and I recognize.
So if you got 4 friends, are they all your age? Like, why is it so hard?
I used to have more when I was younger, but I don't know. Not as many now.
Listen, I understand why. If you're saying things that call out women and basically, you know, shine a light on the negative things.
She just turned red pill, sir. I see you trying to put the ball on the tee. But, sir, this is softball, sir. Come on.
Side of women and basically say,
I've
hey,
been
we're not all
attacked by a
good.
woman.
A lot of women are going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So is that one of the main reasons why you don't have girlfriends?
She bet not lie. How many of you people out there think she gonna lie? Press 1 if she gonna lie. Press 2 if she gonna tell the truth. How many people? That's a good question. How many of y'all out there think she gonna tell the truth or lie? Let's listen to the question.
Said yesterday, I'm like, all right, of all of your friends, what's the relate? You're like, I have like 4 friends.
I know.
You don't. So just to be clear, you don't have a lot of female friends, and I recognize
I used
that.
to have more when I was younger, but I don't know. Not as many now.
Listen.
I
understand why. If
Here
you're
it comes.
saying things that call out women and basically, you know, shine a light on the negative things.
Here it comes. Now we all know she just got in it.
The negative side of women and basically say,
I've
hey,
been
we're not
attacked
all
by
good.
a woman.
A lot of women are going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So is that one of the main reasons why you don't have girlfriends?
I would say, well, it's partially because I moved to England.
From where?
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of went from like being somewhere that I was for a while, and then it's like you have an 8-hour time difference from all you just kind of lose touch with people, you know.
Gotcha. All right. So the reason you wanted to ask
and
about
then I was
age-
gonna say like the newer girls like kind of saw my podcast and they were just like, nah.
Oh my goodness. What if this is Melanie King and shit?
I'm good.
Yeah, so it was just like, oh, okay.
So the reason why I asked that is because when I started my journey, like I was like so many guys. 20, I was really came to my like masculinity starting journey 19 years old, got no girls, made no money.
That's right.
Got no respect.
See, it's more about a life that we've lived.
And through years of working on myself, improving,
That's
literally
right.
from the bottom up.
That's right. The man who on the grind is the prize type of shit. Look at the difference.
I was showing, we had a master class before. I was showing some of my receipts of like literally being negative $400 in debt in my mid-20s. And eventually I got to a point where like I had a good life. And so to me, what I realized is eventually men get to a point when they want to have a family. You know what I mean? They want to build things,
Yeah.
even yourself. Like it's cool, right? But one of the things that I've noticed is that where are these solutions, right? So we got to realize, and one of the things I love about AMS, I know you said something about AMS last time, but one of the things,
He's a funny guy. He just would talk about fucking these hoes to sleep.
he's changed. AMS has changed. My guy has changed. But
look
one
at
of the things I love about AMS is he would always talk about like eventually you guys are gonna grow up from this. And eventually, when you're 22, you know, F these girls to sleep, X, Y, Z, but then you're gonna want a family.
That's right.
If you've never gotten the tools to build a healthy family, you're gonna end up in the same issues with so many other guys. So what
Facts.
I've noticed as well happen in the red pill space is you have these older guys, and unfortunately, they've been divorced.
Yes.
But they have their kids, so they can go their own way, right? But what about that 22-year-old guy who has no kids?
That's right. See, they're misleading Sneakio. Sneakio thinking, no, all I gotta do is get these bitches, niggas, zip and pop off, and then your big homie get popped, and it's like, no, don't worry, everything is okay, man. I put all of my credibility on the line, bro. That's fucked up, bro. Cause Sneakio don't know what Kev know. Got you, bro. It was all smoke and mirrors, little man. You feel me? It always is. That's the trick. Press one. It's always smoke and mirrors. It's always a game. If you didn't build it, you feel me? If you like this, if you work for no jumper, you don't know no jumper using you niggas for content. Press one. You ain't thinking about that shit. You press one. You're not thinking about, man, I need to find out what he's doing so I can get those same numbers, bro, and really apply myself and just say, fuck it, and take all my energy back. Niggas don't really do that. Niggas really like, this is how I get my check. This is how I get my recognition. Everybody know me from here. If it's not here, then, you know, and that sucks because eventually it always is smoke and mirrors.
Who wants to build a family, who wants to learn things. And so if my biggest thing is if we're trying to help men win, my desire is every single man should have the best life possible.
Facts.
Why are we not giving information? Why are we not giving tools and resources?
Facts. So she can't even talk on that level. She can't even talk. Neither can Fresh and Fit. See, all of these people are here. I like this brother right here. I like it because it's the same message. It's just like, bro, even with me, you know, I learned through trial and error. I used to be in fear of stepping out of my comfort zone, but I learned that brings out my best. I knew that, but you don't want to go that route because it's crazy and it's lonely. It seems, right? Until you get it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got something to, you know, I can fly all the way around the world now. I can do whatever, you know? I mingle with people I don't even know, G. By myself. I don't even know people, bro. But I had to learn how to like know yourself. It's you who you got to know. And you go through that. Remember, I was telling y'all about the Lion King, Simba, and the male being out there and getting away from mama and all of the extra shit that come with the family that you think is yours. That's not your family. That's your grandmama's family. That's your daddy family. That's your sister family. And what about you? And that's that. And that's KevRow. What about you, champion?
To help those men be successful. So an example of that is when we talk about divorce, and we can go ahead and
Would you say that game is resources to help be successful? Because they talk about game in like a relationship. Like
game. Man, we ain't talking about no damn game.
Like even Donovan Sharp, like he's got a whole.
So to me, I would say traditional game reminds me a lot of what pickup artists have, which is game. And if you guys want to do a study, read the Game by Neil Strauss.
Yeah, of course.
The first chapter about mystery, about to kill himself, it was so powerful because I cannot tell you how many men learn how to attract women but never learn how to retain women. They know how to go on defense. They don't know how to build a family.
Facts.
And so my biggest thing is that
facts, bro. And you can't be afraid to know that about you. Like, wait, a nigga know how to get the girl. I really don't. And I think a lot of niggas got caught there and was like, and it's okay. Like, fuck these bitches, bro. This bitch. But really, it's like a nigga really don't got the game plan because a nigga got like homie game plan. Like, nigga, you just fuck these bitches to sleep. That's it. That's all, bro. But hell no. You know, I think relationship scares men. I think because you tapping into like your own feelings and emotions, like the real you gotta develop that. You like, damn, I'm that much undeveloped. Like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing all these push-ups for? And I think that's just the part of like, damn, that's why men catch on late. And women know that. Niggas catch on like niggas in the hood. Niggas catch on to life like late. But they still shine. But they catch on to the art of life real late. You know what I'm saying? And those are the discussions that I'm not afraid to have. I love to get this brother on the Kevin G show. Press 1 because these are the real conversations right here.
Men are never getting the tools and resources to build a family. What's gonna happen is, you'll learn game.
Like me. My pops kicked me out the house. No, excuse me. My stepmom kicked me out the house. I didn't even know how to fill out a job application. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? A world? Nigga, that's crazy, G. And many other men with many other stories and many other shit. So yeah, it's real.
But niggas don't know shit. You're gonna actually want to build a relationship. But if you've never given those tools to build a healthy relationship, then it will never be able to last. So our desire is that what we want to focus in on is helping men get those tools to be able to have healthy, lasting relationships and to have as many men win as possible. That's our entire goal.
Well, and I think that's fine. Like, you can do that with your channel, but I don't think it's wrong for guys to have channels that are more dedicated to exposing female nature and talking about the negative sides of marriage too.
100%. No, you're 100% right.
So that's like, I feel like a lot of men have a good reason for avoiding marriage today.
I love it.
And even you can even say even cohabitation. Like, a woman can seize your assets even if you're just living together. Even so much so, it's in certain states, and I'll say it varies from state to state. I know the chat, but it's like if she leaves her stuff at your apartment for like a period of 3 months, she can literally seize your assets.
Okay, so what?
She can have everything. She ain't touching this laptop with these video games I paid for and my podcasting equipment. She can seize everything else. Who gives a fuck, bro? I'm gone, bro. 3, press 1. Woohoo! Press 1. Fellas, welcome back. I walk in the club, still listening to P. Diddy. Welcome back. Press 1. Fuck the bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
What I want to do is I want to go ahead and address that point. So what I truly believe, Adam, is a two-folded process, and I had a plan, which is why my content is what it is, in a two-folded process. Process 1 is avoid the wrong woman. right? Process. So men need to learn what does a wrong woman look like, and given all the tools and knowledge to avoid the wrong woman. But if all you do is avoid the wrong woman, you're gonna die alone because you'll have no woman. Because all you'll be doing is avoiding women your whole entire life.
Facts.
Similar, like they say that.
Facts, bro. Because it gets like, damn, is she right? Is she right? Is she right? Is she right? From a man perspective, that's some real shit, bro. Damn, man cave. Bruh, how could she don't even know what she's talking about, bro. Not red pill, not in those situations. I'm saying from a real life point of view. He's coming from real life. She's coming from just entered the man cave, like went to the bar and like, oh, guys like this. Women, because we don't know shit. Like, we don't need you to tell us you don't know shit. We don't actually even mean it like that. Because you actually do know shit. You know, it's... Go back. Just go over there. Ugh. Who brought her to the sports bar?
There's no unicorns, no woman's special.
So,
yeah, they say that.
Then the next half is the maturity part of life.
That's right.
Now you have to accept the right woman and receive the right woman. So reject the wrong, receive the right. So to me, you have to give those men tools. If 99% of the content is only about rejecting the wrong woman and none of it's about receiving the right. So one of the examples I want to give Natalia, if you go to the statistics real quick, because my biggest thing is that they always talk about marriage. So you can go ahead and scroll down. They talk about marriage and the divorce rate right there. What they don't talk about is ways to lower the divorce rate. So you hear the typical statistics about the divorce rate, 50%, XYZ, which is not true. But there are a myriad of statistics that are going about. And so here's an interesting...
Oh, this is an excellent display. Wow, brother. Wow. I didn't even know what he's about to say. But geez Louise.
When Natalia pulled up, what people don't realize is the more money you make, the lower the divorce rate is. The divorce rate is at the highest at lower income.
So when males see the women like, but I'm going to push you to be, boom. When your woman pushes you and becomes part of, and like she wants me to be more and more, that is statistically, according to your own statistics, produces the highest forms of marriages staying together. So wouldn't you want a woman that pushes you completely? I don't know. You get pushed to the max when niggas is like, come on, lift them weights right there. I don't know. I think different.
Earners. And so if a man, going back to making money, one of the things I think the right people teach, they don't realize that actually earning more money creates marital stability. Another thing, if you go back to the data, Natalia, is that if you look up
can I ask a question on that one?
Can I finish?
Let him finish.
Ask your question. So another thing
touchdown
that's also discussed is about religious couples, because there's a misnomer.
Religious couples.
In actuality, if you look at the IFS studies, religious couples have a 47% lower divorce rate. There's so many different things that you can do to drastically
making more money, believing in God, making more money. Hires the, what I keep telling y'all, bro, I'm done, bro. I'm done playing with you dudes, bro. I told you. The reason why you can't make no more money is because probably your spouse don't believe in God, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm just thinking statistically, like the manosphere, bro. It's probably because the reason why you're fucked up is because you don't believe in God or something. You ain't good at managing something. And if you got both of these issues, the rate of separation and divorce skyrockets. Press one.
Lower the divorce rate. It's never going to be zero. Nothing is going to be zero in this life. But there are so many things that every single man can do today to drastically lower the divorce rate to give him the best chance of raising his family. And so it's my desire is let's give them, let them know the bad, but let's give the men all
them
the
full
tools
perspective
to win and have the best life possible. That's all that matters to me, men winning.
What my question was, what is religious? Like, how do you define someone being religious?
Oh my goodness. Smack some form of spiritual self. Maybe a Muslim, maybe Christian, maybe Hindu, some form of submission to God given the nation. Jeez.
Great question, Pearl. So Pastor Mark Driscoll in his book, Real Marriage, talked about this. I would advise people to read the book because I'm a secondary source talking about a primary source. Because what people confuse, and I don't want to get too much into religion because people...
See, the thing about it, y'all, he's right, bro. A lot of these people, even in the conscious community, is second, third, fourth, fifth, 20th down the line when it comes to primary source. That's why I be telling y'all what makes KevRow University is so great is it's information you never heard before, which means the primary source is not external. It's right here. You get me? Ain't no Black Holocaust, Carnegie, none of that, bro. They're going to put some respect on my name. I am the primary source at KevRow University. Press 1, and that's the difference. And you got to know the difference in I love this brother because in the realm of the scientific, statistical breakdowns that these people even talk about, I'm still right. I'm still right. Bro, I can go get a brother right here that operates in that statistical of primary sources and this one and that one. He right here, bro. I don't even got to study it because this guy, this beautiful soul right here, studied it already, bro. He going to your primary sources, going inside and not regurgitating, putting his spin, putting his ideological mindset on it and waking the people up from a statistical, scientific base, from a quantum level. Press 1, Kev, just on the urban shit. I'm trying to give you the game, bro.
I hate when I do that. But what people confuse about the religion is it's not so much saying that you're religious, it's practicing religion. So going back to the data, Natalia, I think what's even deeper than religion is political and cultural differences. So you click on that data. So what Dr. Rob Henderson recently shared with me is that one of the biggest correlations that lead to that lower divorce is your political affiliation. For example, if you're a hard right MAGA guy and you're dating this blue-haired feminist who's a liberal,
y'all gonna be arguing up in here. You feel me? That's why I be telling y'all, bro. A lot of these people, bro, you ain't supposed to be with, bro, because you
know, who believes in AOC's being the champion of the world is going to lead into divorce. So what you
extreme example. I don't think those two are getting together.
Of course,
but if they are,
but they are, bro. But they are. The reality is people don't even talk politics because it get in the way of them at the club. Niggas don't want to talk about that shit. Because they don't want the female to be in opposition so fast. I'm straight up. So the people who like me know I'm very outspoken before they even get to me. First of all, you know you dealing with a whole outspoken guy. Yeah, just what it is.
So what happens is similar values. So that's what the religious things is. So there's so many things I want the guys to look up the data themselves. It's all about men looking up the data themselves.
I like this.
But all these things help lower the divorce rate and help men win.
Wow.
These are the tools that I want to give to men. I want to see as much men at best.
In the video game world, you're just collecting coins. You're just collecting stats and XP and XP and XP. It's all about experience, man.
Life is possible.
Yeah, I want to address one thing that you said that I think is very important for men to understand, because especially for you younger guys out there, you talked about the most important decision a man can ever make is who he's going to marry, and even more so, who he's going to have kids with. Because if you just get married and it doesn't work out and you get a divorce, all right, cool, maybe you get out, with no issues. But when you get kids involved, it's a major issue. And part of the major component of that is men, the number one quality that a man wants in a woman is
faithfulness.
Beauty. Before you get to faithfulness.
Oh, yeah, but the truth is, he's absolutely right. Men cherish faithfulness over beauty. Yes. And a lot of women out here that consistently deals in the beauty market, I don't know what the fuck they think. Why they ain't got, that's be the reason why they ain't got no man, all this fucking makeup or whatever. But men, I know honor faithfulness over beauty.
Yeah, that too.
You can't get in the door.
Can't get in the door.
That's real.
So I caution men Gentlemen, women are very beautiful creatures. They're very beautiful things. Okay? It's very hard to do, but try your best not to fall in love with your eyes.
100%.
Or just not to fall in love with your eyes only.
Facts.
Because we've all seen a gorgeous girl. Oh my God, she's the hottest girl. I have a buddy of mine who every time he goes out, he falls in love. Oh, bro, this girl, oh my God. And it's like, buddy, like when the makeup comes off and the heels come off and the extensions comes off and like everything comes off, at the end of the day, you're just gonna have you're gonna be left with not the 10 that you thought you were with. Maybe it's a 6, maybe it's an 8. I don't know how much makeup's going on there. But you have to fall in love with all the other qualities a woman has. You can't just fall in love with the beauty. And I feel like the red pill is one of the benefits it does is basically educating men.
That's true.
Hey, look, yes, these girls are hot out there.
That's true.
But there's a lot of underlying factors that you really have to pay attention to as a man. Let me go deeper in one thing. You talked about, like, you got married at what age?
31.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my opinion. Strike it down. Call me an asshole. I don't care. I don't think most men should get married until they're 30 years old.
So to your point,
hear me out.
yeah.
I think that this is obviously if you've been with your girl since high school and you fall in love, and there's exceptions and there's rules. Men need time to like marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
Go through some stuff, make some money, because women are hypergamous.
Yes.
Women, on the other hand, you by age 30, you should probably know where you're going to end up in life or what man you're going to end up with. I have so many friends that are starting to become my age, 40-year-old women that are like, I wish that I would have figured this out earlier. And why should men wait longer? Because men need to start making money.
Yeah.
This comes after all this.
Facts. This is true.
After everything that I've learned in relationships and red pill and all this, it comes down to basically what I learned in my economics class, the law of supply and demand. If you're one of those dudes that dedicates himself to making money, improving, becoming a man of status, wealth, physical, having game, learning stuff, reading books, whether it's the Rational Male, whether it's the game, learning stuff, watching podcasts, just informing yourself, becoming a better version of yourself, you'll get to being age 30, you'll get to age 35, you'll get to 40, the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. But if you want to just jump at the first hottest chick that ever will give you the time of day when you're 26 and you don't ever become the best version of yourself, that's a lot of times what I feel like guys.
Facts. Proven. Tested and proven. Facts, G. Facts. Somebody in the chat room said a man on the grind is the prize. That's why I brought that series out. It's like, bro, when you focus on what you doing and let all of them little external, bro, y'all don't even know, bro, how much drama a nigga was going through external outside of this that I had to put on, like, you know how much discipline it takes to be like, to finally be like, you know what? I gotta focus. I can't even get in, be at the base level with my thinking. I gotta be like, okay, these are the times that you gotta focus before you think about stupid shit. You know, just focus and focus on what you doing, and let that be your drive. You know, because a lot of women will deter your attention elsewhere. Fact.
End up divorce court. I had no idea he bought a girl a house, the story you talked about. I thought she was an amazing girl. Why are you buying her a house, buddy? So that's what I think that men need to understand, is that men need to take time
100%.
to become the men that they need to be, where women, on the other hand, need to recognize that men value beauty. And I know so many women 40 plus who are like, what the hell just happened to me? Guys, let me pause it right here for 1 second and acknowledge the chat, acknowledge the super chats, and acknowledge the lovely Natalia.
That's facts. I want to get back to this. I want to get back to this. That's facts, though. I'm going to listen about 10 more minutes to this just right here.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Double rock. Here it is.
I think we agree more on than
all right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I'll let you answer.
What a gentleman. Hafiz hit the rock, she hit the scissors, he's won, and he allowed her to go. Respect to Hafiz. Go ahead, Pearl.
I wanted to know, from a business perspective, would you encourage someone to sign a contract that the other person benefits from breaking?
From a business.
Yeah, if you took like from a business perspective.
So if I had a business partner who could break the contract, and then what does breaking?
And they would benefit. They could take your most valuable asset.
And
if they broke the contract, they could take your most valuable
so
asset.
if I signed a contract and my business partner can take my most valuable asset, I wouldn't sign that contract. Continue.
Okay, that's marriage today. If you believe your kids are your most valuable asset.
I love this.
And I think that's more of the red pill. Like, I would say that's more of why men are walking away from marriage today.
I love this. So let's stay here because this is a fantastic. I have two questions. First, out of you, in your personal opinion, this is a separate question. What is your goal for your channel? Like, what are you trying to do? What is your purpose for doing Pearly Things?
What is my purpose?
Yeah.
I would say it's mostly entertainment.
So.
Wow.
Just so you want to entertain?
Yeah, and then I started the wife school because I was like, I really think as women we should listen to what the men are saying. And then, yeah.
So your show is...
Which I did start by the... Could I please get the...
No. I promise you, I wanted to do this. Shout you out for doing the wife school. And I saw parts of the first episode. It was classy. I like what you're doing. So I'm going to give you... I told you, when you do it, I'm going to give you your props. Shout you out, Pearl, for real, for doing the wife school. I think it's going to help a lot of people. So let's go ahead and talk about the...
But I just think... I like entertainment because I feel like in entertainment, you can tell the, like Sneeko always says, you tell about the truth about the world through funny, and I
through funny.
Just think I was like, that's so true.
So
okay, like I feel like comedians are like almost.
But Adam, you mind if I just?
I'm gonna stay right there, and we'll come right back to you. It's not just entertainment. Entertainment, you could do video games. Like it's entertainment with a mix of what?
Whoa.
Oh, with a mix of like red pill concepts.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
so it's red pill entertainment.
I just try not to, because there's so many guys that I just think are like geniuses in the space. You know what I mean? I just look up to them a lot. So I just try not to like, there's people that are like researchers. They're like very in depth.
Gotcha. So it's not just entertainment because there's a lot of entertainment. It's red pill entertainment. Respect. Go ahead, Hafiz.
So to me, the business analogy you gave was totally irrelevant to any form of marriage conversation, because here's a fundamental reality. If a man wants to have a child, whether he has a baby mama, whether he has a wife, whether he has a girlfriend, whether he has a fiance, whether he has a rando, if she wants to take away custody of the child under certain circumstances, she can. So what people in the red pill to me do is they straw man that. They say, oh, if you get married, she can take away your kids. But if you hook up with girl down the street, she has your kid.
She has your kid.
There's no chance of taking it away.
Yeah.
And so to me, putting that on marriage is a false correlation. Putting that on the laws today.
That makes this brother.
If you're gonna say the laws today, but that's not a marriage problem, because in the black community, 70% of people are born in single mother households.
It's a whole different demographic.
They're not even getting married in the black community, and that's a huge problem. So going back to what I was saying, my desire is to help build up society and to give men the tools to where your family doesn't end in divorce. But here's the reality. If you don't get married and you have a child, you've lost a child. There's no chance. And with going back to statistics, if you do the statistics, if you prepare, there's no guarantee, but you greatly improve your odds so you can be like Pearl's dad and my dad to raise your child. But if you're just gonna if you're not gonna get married,
you've already lost your child.
Okay, so my question to you is:
it doesn't matter how old the children are. If the minute you guys separate, the kids are hers. And you know it. Unless you can prove otherwise, situations arise.
According to the Bureau of Labor statistics and also census data, we can pull it up later, 63% of men over the age of 15 have a child. So most
say that stat again.
So Natalia, you can go to the data real quick because I want to be able.
63% of men
over the age of 15. Scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll up. Men are fathers right there. Should be right there, yes. So we can go ahead and
He the only one that brought notes.
scroll down right here.
This is KevRow. This is Taj. This is said at the road. This is KevRow University for sure. Yeah, scroll down right about this B. Right, Rico, right from there.
It's up, purple right there. About 61% of men, 74.7 million men, ages 15 and over are fathers. And of those, 72.2 million men have a biological child, according to the new Men's Fertility and Fatherhood 2014 report released today by the Census Bureau. So most men are going to be fathers. Most men want to have children. My question to you is, if marriage is a bad idea for men, what do you tell the most men who are going to have children? What should they do?
I don't give advice. Like,
oh my goodness. No. Remember, it's entertainment.
Like, your channel's advice, Hafiz.
I'm asking you personally. We're having a conversation.
I know, but I'm saying that I'm not an advice channel. I don't advise men on how to live their lives. What I'm saying is you should be aware of the laws today, and make a decision.
This brother. She was so like. He put all that on
our fathers, and of those, 72.2 million men have a biological child, according to the new Men's Fertility and Fatherhood 2014 report.
I told you about ideological subversion. The tactic is to separate the homes using stats and arguments that can be used either way. This brother did a great job at using stats in the same realm of the same argument. Press 1. And used it in a way that was counter subversion. The same thing, different perspective, same stat, but the real stat. Not just saying stats out there and women are leaving more than like these stats that you guys are using are so you're using them as weapons rather. Given knowing the primary source, as the brother said, and getting a full breakdown and perspective on how to display statistics to your large audience you're convincing shouldn't trust women. I mean, this brother's given, from what I've known, a religious standpoint, more stats on why you benefit to why you should be married than not. And the arguments on why you shouldn't be married are the same argument that's being used at the level of people who are not married. This doesn't apply to married people. That applies just to people, period. They're just false implying things on giving false numbers and sticking that to marriages to discredit what? Marriages? So discredit money, discredit marriages. What? What do you want? What do you want from people?
Released today by the Census Bureau. So most men are going to be fathers. Most men want to have children. My question to you is, if marriage is a bad idea for men, what do you tell the most men who are going to have children? What should they do?
I don't give advice. Like, your channel's advice, Hafiz.
I'm asking you personally. We're having a conversation.
I know, but I'm saying that I'm not an advice channel. I don't advise men on how to live their lives. What I'm saying is you should be aware of the laws today. And make a decision accordingly. And I think a lot of times, like when the red pill will say this law, that law, this, like girls are like this, and this. It's like, they're just warning you. So and you can do what you want with the information. I love it. So I'm saying it depends on the guy.
So my question to you, because I want to talk to H, not Pearl, the YouTuber. I want to talk to H. You know who H is. I know who H is. Let's talk to H.
Okay.
So.
What? H. This is incredible. Shout out to my Cash App. Shout out to you guys. I didn't even know you guys were supporting your boy this way. Brian, shout out to you. Want to give shout outs real quick. For I don't chip in a lot, but thank you for the sacrifice. Man, shout out to you, bro. That's what's up, champion. Water World, shout out to you, bruh. TW and Mrs. Chef Hot Sauce Peppers. Shout out to you, Queen. Gotta love it. Incredible, right? And that's Royal Purple inside the chat room. Water World out there in the world. Bocat, of course. And I love you guys. Thank you.
I know who H is. Let's talk to H.
Okay.
So I don't know H.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is H? Heather Davis? Who is this girl? Who the fuck is H?
She knows who H is. H.
Okay.
My question is, if a
She like, oh, I don't like you already. Who the fuck is H?
man came up to you, say, yo, I love your channel, I love what you do. I just want a piece of advice. I know marriage is a bad idea, but I want to have children. What can you give me any piece of advice? What would you give that man?
No.
Personally, I don't give advice if you.
So you tell him
That's
nothing,
what
I gotta go.
I would say you should talk
She
to
said, so you would say nothing, I gotta go, I gotta leave.
men in your life. Like I just don't consider.
Talk to the men in your life, but you're spewing why they shouldn't be. But you're spewing. Wow.
myself someone to like gives advice.
Wow.
Like that's not my channel. My channel isn't
I
to
said
like
you as a
advise.
person.
But I'm saying that's not me. I'm not giving advice on
What
how
if
to
your
live
son
their
asked you
lives.
that question and said, "Mommy"?
Talk to your dad.
Okay, I love it. So the point.
But it's
go ahead.
interesting. Guys have a lot of interesting ways that they kind of try to get around it. So like one.
Why would guys get around it when you just got around it? And why would you give it to them if they have a lot of ways of getting around it? I mean, you just don't make any sense. And remember, guys, I haven't graduated not one school in America. And she don't make sense to me. How about that?
I think his name's Aaron Cleary. I think that's who it is. He has his girlfriend pay the rent. And and they don't actually get legally married, so there's some law he can like avoid.
Wait, his girlfriend pays his rent.
Yeah, like legally, so her name's on the lease and everything. So,
but then she can leave.
What do you mean?
If his girlfriend pays the rent and they have a kid, he can leave. She can leave. Same problem.
What do you mean?
So
they can separate. It's the same issue. That means she can dump him. She's it's nothing.
No, I'm saying so she legally can't seize his assets.
But
in the case, that's what I was.
The asset is the kid. Remember.
Saying so men have
remember
different ways of getting.
It's the most valuable asset. Remember Royal Purple. Thank you for the support, Queen.
Around the laws today.
I'm talking about the fatherhood thing because your business example was losing your most precious asset.
Oh my goodness! Freaking dweebs.
The most precious asset, as you communicated to me, was a child. So
as you communicated.
Oh, my question to you
he's
is
good.
that for men who want to have children, as most men want to have children, what would you say as an individual? So what happens, Adam, that I've noticed a lot of times in the space is they don't answer the question. So my question is, if we're giving.
But I don't give advice.
Oh my, this is called a debate, ma'am.
And that's what I'm saying. Like my channel is entertainment. So you're saying.
Oh my God, why are you here?
Give advice. Why don't you give it? But like that's not what I do on my channel.
Me, if we're.
Oh my goodness. I'm flabbergasted that men are saying she did a great job, but they're blasting Greta from. The North Pole, that little 18-year-old girl. They're blasting her. But this is worse than Greta. She needs to be up there with Greta, talking about the polar bears need more ice water. Press 1. She needs to be up at the North Pole taking photos of walruses who are floating around on icebergs that are depleting because it's just too hot. She don't need to be in this space.
two human beings having
So I just want to know what's true, what's untrue.
So-
and you could say like, and the point is the laws are bad for men. We don't even disagree on this. But you're like, I want to tell you guys how to do your channels.
No, he didn't say that. Oh, Karen. That's what happened to Marcus. Oh, I'm having fucking trauma from fucking Marcus. Oh, I see this girl. Oh my goodness. Huddle up, guys. Huddle up. Huddle up, ladies. Huddle up. Team KevRow. You see this shit? You see what happened to Marcus? You see how fast she's blaming him? And now you 911. African American. He's 5'7", he's big and he's black, and he's getting angry at me during the debate. Press 1. What the fuck?
I never said that.
Like that's that. And I mean, you told me that last time when you were telling me how to do wife school, and that's what like a lot of people on the other side will criticize us and be like, well, you should do it this way, you should do it this way. But our job, a lot of people.
He's a man, woman. You're in a man space. Why do you think I get so frustrated? Why do you think I be solo bolo? Because I know as soon as niggas get around me, they're going to be like, Kev, we should do it like this. We should do it. And I'm not ready for that type of creativity yet. You know? So when I'm ready for my niggas to deliver that type of creativity, right now I'm solidifying my final pieces on my own creativity. At this very moment is the vital test. Like I'm almost done. So, you know, next is the investment in the next creative process, whatever it is. So everything in time, it's just crazy.
Mine is mainly entertainment. Other people have entertainment and education. It just depends on the channel. But I think it's important. We have a million.
Ma'am, it is not safe for a woman to say, I'm doing this for fun. Mere entertainment. You got a lot of males. This is what I was saying is women, I'm not all ladies. These women here, they don't really take our lives serious. It's entertainment. And even in the black community, a lot of black males feel like, damn, is this all to life? Like, it's just ha-ha, and it's like, hell no, bro. And she's a prime example of that. It has no color lines. I mean, viewing, this is not entertainment. This is these young men's lives. These niggas are really dweebs.
Channels of all the things that like women want from men and the problems with men. There's a million stuff, but then when the men do it, it's like we have to criticize and say that they're not doing it in the right way.
Listen, I believe all the men who are creating content to help men, I love it. I love it. I love every single thing. All I'm asking for is once we...
An equal playing field. The same amount, because the truth of the matter is, this is driving a monetary profit in just one sector. What they're saying is, in this red pill black sector, ma'am, can we begin to discuss the things that are real so revenue in these content creators, ma'am, Auntie, shout out Auntie, can begin to emerge on an equal playing field so we all can eat at the same table and it not just be white folk using black folk in their real situations to profit, because if you've studied the whole statistical, this is right, this is right, this is right, this is right, and captured the attention of different nations of men, because that's what women do. You ever seen women in the gaming community? All they got is them short dresses on and big breasts out. Like, damn, we can't have shit. Can't even play video games and develop a channel correctly. But what I'm saying is, that's really what he's saying. Open up the fucking playing field. You guys giving all this power to Andrew Tate. And this nigga is human trafficking in the red pill. Y'all stupid. That's what he's saying. And I'm an urban, super red pill Democrat. Perhaps what? Nigga, that's what he's saying. Little Red Riding Hood. Where's Marcus? Press 1. We got to find Marcus. Marcus is the guy she set up. I mean, she got fired. I told you she was with the Me Too program. She just want to tell black men what to do, and she gonna probably call the police on you if you don't do it correctly. Press 1.
Know about the problems of women today, which we do.
They can go to a different channel. They can go to a different channel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She's rude. She's rude, uneducated, childlike, and she's like that movie like It's Pat. You don't know if it's a woman or a man. It's just a blah, 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 high-pitched voice. Sasquatch.
Maybe.
Okay.
She's like the Wendy Williams in the community.
So
since you said please.
Thank you so much. You're so kind to me. So to me, all I'm saying is that I just asked you that question as an individual. It's nothing to do with your channel. I was genuinely curious your position if you were to give someone advice. One of the biggest
she just
things that I do is I want to give men the best solutions to be successful. And what I find in finance advice, right? If someone's having a channel to help people financially, right? You have to give them some pieces of advice of here are best practices to do to be able to optimize your finances. So one of the biggest things is that when it comes to the fatherhood question, I'm just very curious from a red pill perspective for majority.
They don't know what to do. That's what I was saying. Kevin Samuels taught you how to wash your ass. Oh, something's wrong here. This is not the real community. That guy has the real community.
Majority of men who want to have children, what are you telling those individuals to do? And if there's no advice, then are they just lost?
Do you think that men should listen to a woman more or a man?
What?
Not like this. Not like this.
I don't believe she even said that. I don't believe she said that, gentlemen.
When it comes to advice?
100,000% a man.
I agree.
I'm not.
Okay, guys.
So I'm
no,
asking
even
you a
personally,
question.
I'm saying even in a personal situation, I agree. I think men should advise other men.
Yes.
So I'm saying this question's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this woman. No, it's not pointless. Even the guy in the middle is like, what the fuck?
Because even in person, like I just think men teach men better.
Okay.
It's depressing.
Okay. So
if I can answer, like,
yeah.
I feel like you do have an answer.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, this guy.
And I feel like your answer is very simple. I think it's buyer beware. Just beware of what's going to happen.
No, why are you helping her? Let her drown. This is a debate, sir. He's not bullying her. This is easy. This is anti-red pill. Why are you helping her? I mean, she's anti-feminist. Remember? Remember she was just debating the feminists. That wasn't for entertainment. Those are serious women issues, remember? Oh, the women ain't gonna help you. You gonna sink or swim. See?
You don't have to be an advice person to be like, look, before you get married, just buyer beware. I think that's something that you would abide by.
You can use that, Pearl. You can use that. Come on. You're smart.
I do want to give you credit on one thing, because when she asked the question, if you're going to get into business with somebody and you're going to sign a contract, but then your business partner can basically screw you over and take.
Yes, and she considered like marriage like business. A lot of us right now watch YouTube and watch social media, and they say marriage is like a contract. And they're getting you to treat your marriage like a fucking business, like a real business. So I love the fact that he like, wait a minute, you're fucking like it's
your business. Would you sign that contract? You're like, hell no, I wouldn't sign that contract. I was like, oh damn, Hafiz, what's up? She got you.
She got you.
But then I think the point you made was actually very astute. You said, hey, listen, you don't have to get married to have a kid. You could knock up the girl on the street. It can be your baby mama. It could be a girlfriend. There's a million different things. And the reality is men are having kids.
Yeah.
So whatever the red pill teaches you, whatever anybody teaches you, there's no way to prevent the crazy girl that you knocked up.
So same stat, same argument, new perspective, the aha moment. Yeah, I was telling you guys about the aha moment. Yeah, the hive mind never experiences the aha moment because they're too busy all collectively attacking people and trying to get clout off of, and they're not even acknowledging their primary sources. So I admire this gentleman.
From doing something to take your kid away, aka your asset. Yeah. So I guess what is your advice? Because Pearl's not going to answer this. That's fine.
She can't answer it.
And I respect the fact that she's like, I'm not a dude, I can't answer it. So I don't want to belabor the point. You want to have kids one day?
Of course.
Okay.
What about Pearl? Is Pearl going to have any kids?
So what advice would you give men?
So what's really interesting about this conversation is one of the things is I'm always trying to give men an opinion. A lot of this advice we give behind the scenes. I'm going to give one piece of advice, but I don't give all the advice. I don't want anyone watching it and changing some of the laws. So when you really study custody laws, and I've been studying recently, when do men get custody? One of the primary reasons why women win custody battles is because women spend more time with the child when it's younger. So what the divorce from my
because a lot of times you have to breastfeed. That's just
so what the judge is going to do is the judge wants to continue to stop the child's standard of living, right? So the judge wants to ensure that the child's his living is not disrupted very much. So if the child is spending 90% of the time, hypothetically speaking, with the mom because dad is going to work and she's taking care of it, taking it to the hospital, different things like that, they're going to award it. So one of the things that I've noticed when a lot of my friends who've actually received custody, one of the things that they've did is that they've made sure that they spend equal amount of time with the child as much as possible during infancy. So there's a lot of small things you can do. Knowing all your child's doctors, go as best as possible, being able to go to the doctor's visits. 2, late at night when a child is up, you take care of the child as well. So and then the third thing, which is the most important thing, is to be able to have that child be very accustomed to your family. So instead of, the child, her mom babysitting, if your family is babysitting, if the child is always around your family and the natural and the most consistent environment the child is being around is your personal family, it's very hard for you to have zero custody. And so those are some of the things that I've noticed, some of the things I researched, and there's a lot more things as well. And the only reason I brought that up is because it's so easy, Adam, and everyone does this cop-out. I don't give advice. I'm Charles Barkley. I don't give advice. I just give you the information, but you don't give all the information, so you just give some of the information. But my biggest
90%.
Excuse me?
90% of the time, they don't get custody. Only 5 states have 50-50 custody laws.
So
I understand there's reasons for it, but by and large,
let me finish, Pro, because you interrupted me. So what happens is my thing is let's.
You know what's crazy is she tries to interrupt him, but she knows nothing. She knows absolutely nothing. And she's fucking rude.
Analyze the data. Why do they get custody? If your family's babysitting, the child's standard of living, right? So the judge wants to ensure that
he's a girl that you knocked up.
Now, I had to run out real quick, grab me some lunch. I got some, what is this? What did I get today? Panera. Got a nice soup. Press 1. I got a nice sandwich. Press 1. I used to eat Jack in the Box with E.B.T. Now I eat Panera. Press 1. I'm just going to rewind it a bit.
Something to take your kid away, aka your asset. So I guess what is your advice? Because Pearl's not going to answer this. That's fine.
100%.
And I respect the fact that she's like, I'm not a dude, I can't answer it. So I don't want to belabor the point. You want to have kids one day?
Of course.
Okay. So what advice would you give men?
So what's really interesting about this conversation is one of the things is I'm always trying to give men an opinion. A lot of this advice we give behind the scenes. I'm going to give one piece of advice, but I don't give all the advice. I don't want anyone watching it and changing some of the laws. So when you really study custody laws, and I've been studying recently, when do men get custody? One of the primary reasons why women win custody battles is because women spend more time with the child when it's younger. So what the divorce
here comes the statistical breakdown.
From my
because a lot of times you have to breastfeed. That's just
so what
that's the way it is.
What the judge is going to do is the judge wants to continue to stop the child's standard of living, right? So the judge wants to ensure that the child's his living is not disrupted very much. So if the child is spending 90% of the time, hypothetically speaking, with the mom because dad is going to work and she's taking care of it, taking it to the hospital, different things like that, they're going to award it. So one of the things that I've noticed when a lot of my friends who've actually received custody, one of the things that they did is that they've made sure that they spend equal amount of time with the child as much as possible during infancy. So there's a lot of small things you can do. Knowing all your child's doctors, go as best as possible, being able to go to the doctor's visits. 2, late at night when a child is up,
not happening. Not happening. Fellas, busted. It ain't happening, losers. Fucking dweebs. Welcome to real life, assholes. Welcome to real life. Oh, yeah. Ask Pearl. What is Pearl gonna say? I don't know. I just do this for entertainment. There's nothing that I can help you with.
Take care of the child as well. So and then the third thing, which is the most important thing, is to be able to have that child be very accustomed to your family. So instead of, the child, her
aunties, uncles, family,
mom babysitting, if your family's babysitting, if the child is always around your family and the natural and the most consistent environment the child is being around is your personal family, it's very hard for you to have zero custody. And so those are some of the things that I've noticed, some of the things I researched, and there's a lot more things as well. And the only reason I brought that up is because it's so easy, Adam, and everyone does this cop out. I don't give advice. I'm Charles Barkley. I don't give advice. I just give you the information, but you don't give all the information. So you don't give so you just give some of the information.
Right.
But my biggest thing.
90%.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me?
90% of the time they don't get custody. Only 5 states have 50-50 custody laws. So I understand there's reasons for it.
My dad got full custody of all his kids. Press 1. Nigga. I don't know where she belongs, but my dad. You can do, if you're responsible, if you're responsible, we're talking about okay.
But by and large,
let me finish, Pro, because you interrupted me. So what happens is so my thing is, let's analyze the data. Why do they get custody, right? And then give men the tools, say, hey guys, here are 7,
give guys the tools, Pearl. Not just, this is what happened. Give them the tools to know that if it's to happen, this is how more likely this is how these cases are won. You have to spend it equally. You got to get up, bro, in the morning. Just because you got to get up in the middle of the night, you got to go to the doctor and call off work. Most of us ain't doing none of that shit. We like, oh, hell no, nigga, we got to get back on the mountain. So let's not sugarcoat shit and blame the women for everything when we know the truth.
Guys go to the divorce court or whatever custody court, and they lose. Here's the things that they say. Now men use this to be able to improve your life and to protect you. Recently, one of my guys had a child out of wedlock. He was very heartbroken by it. We got him with a lawyer. We connected him with information, and we told him exactly what he needs to do to protect himself as much as possible. It is so easy to just say, I give the information, but so many men need additional support. And my biggest thing is that I want to give men the tools to win. If that's not other people, that's not other people. But what I want in the future is let's give men more tools to win at life instead of just pointing about the issues today.
and not sit there and complain about what women ain't doing and what they doing and how women ain't submissive and all this extra shit when the real arguments are more statistical and scientific. Like real, nigga. These niggas sitting around giving advice like really is just entertainment, y'all. That's why I'm gonna do KevRow at night, because it's fun to me. I love those grown folks conversations too. Press one. But you know, like dating advice and this, you know, give as much as you can from it's the best advice and the best information is from those who lived it, outgrown it, studied it, again, can go back and want to teach it to men and women, like this brother right here. Like this brother right here. And want to teach this here and how to sustain healthy marriages rather than just give men a reason to run. You know what I'm saying? Because in our community, the demographics is all of our kids is born out of wedlock. So what he's saying is that shit Pearl talking is very dangerous to our community, where she's becoming a fucking star amongst black manosphere. And think about it. Think about that for a minute.
What you want to add to that?
She's doing. Black folks we got deeper issues. So he's speaking from our issues, everybody's. But you heard him and even the other white guys say, yeah, the demographics are at despair. Okay, those are astronomical numbers at 70, 75 fucking %. Okay, that shit you doing is dangerous.
Which is fine. Your self-improvement channel, that's fine. But that's what I'm saying. There's different roles for different people. So, okay, be a self-improvement channel. That's fine.
Listen,
but like, it's like, why are you going to these people and saying this is how you should run your channel?
Who are these people?
You just were saying this is what we should do.
When did I say that?
Literally the last episode. We should be giving advice, or you should be saying we want to give people the tools.
She don't even know. That's not telling you how to fucking run your channel. That's telling you what the demographics is of the people. If you're getting that much support, I get a lot of support from people from my history, from KevRow University. Press one. You know, because people study that and they know it now. And they like, damn, who brought you this? Man, God, bro. And they get a real lesson, not just from the books and the book, but from a life experience. That's the greatness of what we do. I'm just keeping it 100. Not only is my journey in front of my subscribers for the last 2 to 4 years, press one, but it's online, it's like a walk within themselves. It's like we all been kind of walking together since COVID, a couple years before COVID. But when COVID hit, you know, people get to see you. You know, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep.
Okay,
but
so
you told me you're giving the people the tools. That's what you just said. You're just giving the people the tools. They're free to do what they want.
Yeah, ma'am. He's not doing that, Karen.
That's what you just said.
No, I said my channel's about entertainment. That's what I said.
No, not you, but you said in regards to Red Pill, you said they're just giving people the facts, they're giving them the tools.
Yes, you did. You said they're just giving people, and it's up to them to use the tools that they're. Come on.
Said Red Pill is the study of human behavior.
Yeah, but you also brought it up. But let's not get lost in the sauce.
Red Pill is the study of human behavior. Oh hell no.
No,
I'm not telling.
I'm not. In the sauce, okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah, welcome to Sauce. That's a free plug right there.
Shout out Sauce Cast. Get lost in the sauce. So to me, the biggest thing is that what I'm really excited about, Adam, and I would love to spend more time doing this, is that there's so many men today who are hurting, going through difficulties, through obstacles. They want to make money. I love what you're doing about making money. They want to have a family. They want to be able to leave a legacy. Let's give those men more tools, and let's give men more practical advice. That's my rule of thumb. Let's learn from men who have healthy marriages, men like your father, men like Patrick Bet-David.
Damn, like that's what I'm not taking no more advice from these little female coaches with no husbands and males who look like they'll just fall for anything. Like, it's more based off of like, you know, what do I like? What who am I? And I think I spent the last few years building especially my mentality, like, okay, you know, and reaching out and having tools. The thing is access to the information. Where's the appropriate information without all the you know, religious aspect, just whatever. You can even have the, like he said, like without all the extras. That's all I'm saying. You know, and if the religious aspect ups the ante in marriages, we with that. Become it ain't nothing like Tupac said. We was once two niggas of the same kind, quick to holler at a hoochie with the same line. It's all about that type like growth, bruh. That's crazy, man.
I've learned so much about parenting and being a husband from Patrick and Dr. Peterson. So to me, I'm all about let's give the men solutions, because just simply knowing about the problem does not give you a better life. And that's what I want to see all of us do in this conversation.
I mean, I think knowing about the problem can help men avoid mistakes in the future. So I think self-improvement's fine. That's, if you want to do self-improvement, that's great. But red pill is the study of human behavior. So that's just a completely different.
Let's clarify. So let's say red pill is a study of human behavior. So let's say we have a red pill alien, right? So if
a red pill alien?
Yes.
Yes, a red pill fucking alien.
Can we play the game?
Okay. All right.
So we have a red pill alien, right? So all he wants to do is study human behavior. Adam, human behavior, I assume it's going to be men and women, right? So therefore, if the man was just studying, the alien was just studying human behavior, he will study the behavior of men and the behavior of women. He will study the good in men and the good in women. Yes. The bad in men, the bad in women.
Damn, bro. I mean, just the simplicity.
The ugly in men, the ugly in women. He will do both.
They do.
So to me, what you would see if it's truly a study of human behavior is what Dr. David Butts did. So I would challenge anyone to read any red pill book and then read Evolution of Desire by Dr. David Butts. Read any of the Understanding Human Sexuality textbooks, and they do a great job. The good, the bad, and ugly in men, the good, bad, and ugly in women. Versus what I've seen happen at times with some content creators where it's literally 90% women. So to me, if you're calling it the study of female nature, I love it. But let's not call it the study of human nature, because it's not equally criticizing both parties.
Oh, wow. It's not equally studying both parties. Well said.
I'd like to say they've talked about things like saying that women are socially inept to men. So I've heard them say positive things about women. I mean, you know how the internet works. The more controversial stuff, negative stuff.
I never said I didn't say positive things.
The more negative stuff you posting up Brittany Rayner, press one every chance you guys get. Every chance. You guys are just ruthless.
About women?
You said that they don't study both sides, the good and the bad. And
so they're equally studying both sides?
They study both sides.
Are they equally studying both sides?
I would say certain things go viral more.
Are they equally studying both sides, yes or no?
I would say that, the research and develop, yes.
Okay, so I would challenge anyone, go to any red pill channel.
Oh my goodness, bro. I mean, to sit there and watch her just make shit up like she said women do is just insane. Right, ladies? Right, black women? Right, white women? Right? Oh, man. I mean, she just, everybody knows they can type in red. There's not equal. I should feel equally at home when I'm at Red Pill. I mean, we're just bashing women. Yeah, it's a perfect man club, right? It don't got like fuck these bitches and these trashy hoes and these modern black women. That's really what it is, like the modern black woman, the modern mad black woman, and to enter the space of black relationships and to turn the argument into you mad black women with attitude and twerk all the time ain't shit. And y'all don't deserve it. We got to go to foreigners and leave the nation. Press one with Andrew Tate and go across the waters. Press one and get ourselves indicted. Press one from chatterbait.com and throw you away because incubators can have babies now. Press one. Y'all weird. Y'all weird.
To go to the past 40 videos, analyze all those videos, and tell me what the topic is about. Why?
And she knows it. She's just a major. I'm sorry, but the ladies are going to get the same treatment here. It doesn't matter. She's a total sleaze bucket. Press 1. And that's what we will call anybody else. She's a total sleazeball. She's a thug. She's a relationship thug. Press 1. She's a red pill thug, as Shiva called them. She's a criminal. Press 1. Brittany, you know what it is. For his glory, just what is this? I knew something was up when I seen that one of her breasts was misappropriated with the tissue paper. Press 1.
The video. Tell me the theme and tell me which one they're studying. But go ahead, Adam.
I mean, I also would like to say, like, there's a million channels that talk about what women want from men and vice versa. It's just not the same. So I think
it's just not as profitable, ma'am. It's just not as profitable.
Again, the red pill.
She's like the Jake Paul of the community.
The stuff about
this is Mark Zuckerberg, little sister, on Folnia.
Women go viral.
This is Mark Zuckerberg.
Or because it's just not that talked about.
I'm not talking about
because,
the viral content.
You ever seen that movie, The Elephant Man?
Interrupt me. I thought
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is little cousin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Don't interrupt. That's on me.
Let's just make a rule here. If someone's speaking, make your point, but make it quick so the other person doesn't feel the need to interrupt. That's for both of you. Pearl, you go. Hafiz, don't interrupt. When Hafiz is speaking, don't interrupt. And I will just, that way I don't even need to talk. You guys do your thing. So Pearl, it's your turn.
See, I lost my train of thought.
She don't know because she ain't got shit to say. Put it back on old boy with the knowledge and wisdom.
I'm sorry. But I think I was just saying, like,
no, I was just saying watch how she makes stuff up now.
Again, the stuff about men is known more, I would say, than about women. So that's why that stuff goes viral, because this type of content is new. But if you read it, like, yeah, they study both sides.
Here's what I want to do. There's like 10 more topics I want to get to. I feel like we've spent a lot of time talking about the pros, the cons of marriage, pros and cons of red pill respect. I feel like you guys are doing great. Do me a favor, just dap each other up real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Just so just get one dap.
Yeah, because you're burying her, sir. Dap her up, sir. They got to give her some credibility because this is sad.
This is it. That's,
Yo,
that's
Pearly,
men and
man,
women.
I
That's
enjoy
black and
talking
white.
to
That's
you.
it. That's up and we're all here.
Yes.
Amazing.
The rainbow.
Pearl, what I want to actually talk to you about is, this is something that I'm very obsessed with these days, is the role of a man and a role of a woman in society today. There's no doubt that what is happening is that women are becoming way more non-traditional, you know, modern women. Whereas
oh my goodness, not this again.
They still want a traditional man.
Right.
This is, I don't think that's
Oh, this is like Kevin Samuels. I mean, since Kevin Samuels' passing, it's like his whole topic has became their main push.
A controversial topic. So, in your opinion, obviously you're more of a traditional woman. You're not a feminist whatsoever.
I wouldn't say I'm traditional. I feel like traditional.
Told you. He told you. He trying to help her. I think you're more traditional. No, she not traditional. No, she not no damn what? She's like mediocre tutorial, just friend zones himself. Like, what? So you're non-traditional
about women. So that's why that stuff goes viral.
So you're pretty much like, we're women and we're dumb and we do things that we're gonna fuck up.
If you read it, like,
so we need
study
help.
Both sides.
Here's what I want to do. There's like 10 more topics I want to get to. I feel like we've spent a lot of time talking about the pros, the cons of marriage, pros and cons of red pill respect. I feel like you guys are doing great. Do me a favor, just dap each other up real quick, just so we can just get one dap. This is it. That's,
Yo,
that's
Pearly,
men and
man,
women.
I
That's
enjoy
black and
talking
white.
to
That's
you.
it. That's up and we're all here.
Yes.
Amazing.
The rainbow.
Pearl, what I want to actually talk to you about is, this is something that I'm very obsessed with these days, is the role of a man and a role of a woman in society today. There's no doubt that what is happening is that women are becoming way more non-traditional, you know, modern women, whereas they still want a traditional man.
Right.
This is, I don't think that's even a controversial topic.
That's right. It's not even worth the argument. So the question is,
in your opinion, obviously you're more of a traditional woman. You're not a feminist
No,
whatsoever.
I wouldn't say I'm traditional. I feel like traditional is a 22-year-old virgin. I wish I was, but I wouldn't say I'm traditional.
All right, so then break.
A 22-year-old virgin is traditional. No, it's not.
That down, and what do you think is the ideal role for a woman in society today with all the pressures that come with feminism and working and being a boss babe and marketing and you know, you can be any weight you want to be. I know it's a loaded question.
Yeah, because weight is her biggest thing. Like, she likes to bash women. She likes to bash boss bees or whatever the case is. But truth be talking, who is she? Where's your hip? Stand up. Let me see how much you weigh. Kendra Cam. Lord have mercy.
But what is in your opinion, the role of a woman today?
What do I think the role of a woman today should be? I think women should follow men's leadership. So I would say the ideal relationship is where you're following a man's lead.
So, but are you following a man's lead right now?
I'd like to be.
Okay.
But no, I'm single.
Yeah,
I will say I follow my dad. Like, I would say, like, but that's not a relationship. That's, I mean, you know.
In your opinion, the role of a woman today?
What do I think the role of a woman today should be? I think women should follow men's leadership. So I would say the ideal relationship is where you're following a man's lead.
So, but are you following a man's lead right now?
I'd like to be.
Okay.
But no, I'm single. I will say I follow my dad. Like, I would say, like, but that's not a relationship. That's, I mean, you know.
But so you're saying that the role of a woman. So Natalia over here.
She don't know the role.
25-year-old girl.
21.
All right.
21.
21 apparently. All right. Any woman that's watching us out there, you're saying that their role should be to latch onto a man and just follow his lead. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, ideally, yes.
But okay, so dude, as a dude,
I
I'm
you
like,
trust. Has to be a good, you know. It's gotta be a good. You
and
know?
listen, as a dude, selfishly, I'm like, hell yeah, Pearl.
Yeah.
You bitches fall in line, follow my lead. I get it. But there's gonna be a lot of women out there that are like, what are you talking about? I'm 18 years old. I'm 21 years old. I don't even have a man. I'm going to school. I'm trying to make something out of my life. I've been encouraged to get an education, get a job.
She knows absolutely nothing. A trans pretending to be a woman. Do you think she's trans? Like, her whole persona is not even real.
Rely on a man. That's what a lot of women have been told by their mother, by their grandmother, by whoever. So put yourself in the shoes of a 21-year-old girl. And Pearl, I kind of selfishly like your answer. But what would you say to a 21-year-old girl out there who's like, what do you mean follow a man? I don't have a man, and I want to make something of my life. What would your counter argument to that be?
I mean, you can do what you want. I just think outcome-wise, like, I just don't think women are generally happy when, like, men follow them. So if you, like, how else would you be in a relationship? Someone's got to lead, someone's got to follow.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like that's step 2.
Okay.
So hear me out. I feel like step 2 or step 3 is, all right, cool. Step 1 would be, like, be a normal functioning element of society, be a contributing member of society, go to school, get good grades, be a good person, like, get to class, get an education, get a job. Like, this is normal society. And then once you're there, step 2 would be like, maybe meet somebody. Step 3 is maybe you have a boyfriend. Maybe step 4, maybe you get engaged, married, cool.
Okay.
But step 1, before you're at step 3 or step 4, is you got to have a role in society
today.
today.
Me for advice, and I don't
But
get
this isn't advice, Paul. You're a girl.
No, okay.
Like,
I mean, I mean, she has to get a job to eat, so you still have to get a job.
Okay, so go there. So go say, hey, if your advice is, hey, get good in school, get good grades, and get a job, that's a decent starting point.
Yeah.
Rather than,
oh my
like,
God.
I see what you're saying.
Figure out
Follow
what
a man.
She has, like, no common sense.
Figure out what type of guys you want and where are they. And
Okay,
put
there we
yourself
go.
You know what I was thinking? I got box seats the other day. Shout out Dad.
Shout out Dad.
Okay.
Dad. And I was thinking, I was like, you know, it'd be so interesting if you wanted to, like, get, if you were into rich guys, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
which most women are, but okay, go ahead.
I was like, you could be one of the girls that serves the dessert in the bar carts. I'm like, 2 birds, 1 stone, baby.
Okay,
So, like, who are the guys you want? Where are they?
So, by the way, I'm glad that I pressed you a little bit because
She's absolutely, like, whether it's a he or a she, I don't know, But the thing is, I see a lot of people fascinated with that, and that's okay. But just keep that to a minimum. The thing is, what's important is, she is in a space where she has no idea what she's saying. You know, whether it's a he or a she, y'all have fun with that. But she's in a space, a mental space. I think she's just a tall, awkwardly shaped volleyball player, possibly. I don't know. With the possibilities are endless. Who cares? The thing is, she's in a space she knows absolutely nothing about. Nothing.
Answer of just follow.
She's being pushed in the black space like she is someone to listen to.
Man, sounds great in theory, but it's not realistic.
I mean, even the men are like, wait a minute, she's not making any logical sense. Let me help her out.
Like, well, I think step before that would be, where are the guys you want?
Okay, so let's stay there for a second.
Stay there.
This is good stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
This is actually advice for women, but also advice for men, because I want to get your perspective on the flip side. You're saying, hey, listen, the number one priority a woman should have is secure a high value man. Is that essentially your answer? You're saying follow a man to lead. So you want him to be...
Yeah, he doesn't have to be... I mean, high value is like, what, 5% of men? So find a guy that you trust. I mean, again...
your advice isn't follow some loser. You want him to be a good man.
Okay, fine.
I'm not... This isn't a gotcha question.
Yeah.
Find a man. So your advice is, hey...
That's it, Amanda. She's studying and regurgitating. She doesn't even know. She studied all, and she's just trying to find the right regurgitated correct answer, and nothing is sticking. Nothing is sticking.
High value men hang out, aka box seats at the game. All right, cool. But I like your advice. It's find out what type of man you want and put yourself in a position to find that type of man. And then find that man and then be the COO to his CEO. Right? Men lead, women follow. Is that essentially, I know you don't give advice, but that's kind of the praxeology that you're conveying?
No, that wouldn't be a praxeology.
That
would be an advice channel.
Okay, that would be advice.
That'd be wife school. You know, that's actually going to be an episode on wife school.
Okay, so how is that an episode of wife school when you? What are you talking? You never even had a boyfriend.
Let's go to wife school. What advice do you have to be a good wife?
Again, the wives do. But I would just say, like, in that perspective, like, you talk about where are the guys you want. So first, you probably have to look at like income demographics. So if you have a certain income, you look, where are they? And then
Kevin Samuels.
Go, how do you get them? I mean, I think that's just...
I have a question, if you don't mind. Do you want to get married? So I'm wondering if a man is like, let's say a man loves your content, he's hearing like marriage is a terrible decision for men today. Why would he want to marry you?
I mean, I'm okay with not getting legally married. That's fine.
Okay.
What? You see, this is why when I finish my live streams, I get back on my trucker game and I just drive my big rig. Press 1. I don't even waste no time. Wait a second, Alicia. Let me see what's going on with this phone device. What's going on, caller? What's on your mind?
Yeah, she's what I call smart. She's in no matter what. She doesn't care if she doesn't know, because she's there for her own purposes, and she gets to be the center of attention. She gets to be the center of the conversation, no matter what. But it struck me when she started talking about research and development, and being there for to understand the culture, to understand, you know, the dynamics of what was going on in that center. That's what she's there for.
To study the culture.
To study the culture and to influence the culture, to push the buttons.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for the call. Well, there you go. Makes sense to me because it doesn't even sound like. So why these black men, where's Marcus? Why these black men are coming to the defense of this woman when she doesn't give a shit about any of us. It's all entertainment. She's not looking to help you, and she can't even answer basic questions. She's not traditional. She doesn't want a boyfriend. She don't want a marriage. What are y'all pumping her up for other than her recruiter is who? Who's her recruiter? Who is H? I'm lost, man. This is crazy.
Is your dad okay with that?
Nah, he doesn't care. He kind of says, live your life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I see what you did there. It's actually a good question. She wants to get married, but also she's kind of
I'm
like...
okay with just like a ceremony or something. I mean, I'd like to like do a ceremony ideally, but
She good with being a booty call.
I would understand, like, honestly, if a guy didn't want to do the legal. Like, I know so much about it, and I think if I was in a guy's...
that ain't it being a contract or nothing like that. I don't think she likes men. I don't think she likes men. Do you want children? What do you want? It's just I don't get a sense of boyfriend from her. I don't get that. I don't get it.
Point of view.
So you want him to do like the ceremonial marriage?
I mean, I did. Why do we go personal though? It's like what?
I'm just curious.
Why do we got to get personal?
Yes, I want to learn about you. We're friends now, right?
Are we?
Yeah, I thought we were.
Everyone's getting along here. We're cool. All right, same question to you.
Yeah.
You're married now. I assume being the type of person that has gone through this growth pattern and actually improved, and you said when you were 18, 19, struggling, getting no girls, making no money, you got to the point now where you've developed the roommates and now the standard, and you were able to lock down a beautiful wife, and that's amazing. Same question to you is, what do you think the role of a modern woman should be?
I think the role of a modern woman should be to fulfill her purpose that God has given her.
See the difference? See the difference when you don't have God in your life? Damn.
And for a lot of women, that purpose is going to be some man's wife. Not every woman. So to me, I think it's to fulfill that purpose. And most women's purpose is to be a husband, be a wife to her husband. The challenging thing is, I want to clarify something. Every man does not need to be married. I'm not forcing men to be married. If you don't want to get married, you're free to not get married. So at the same time, if there's a woman who's disagreeable, one of these knuck if you buck, you know, the girls that you obviously talk about on your show, she shouldn't get married, right?
Yeah, but she's the same type of girl she's talking about. She don't want to get married. She's not traditional. She don't mind not having a ceremony and do the play thing. And to me, they're just okay with being a little side piece because that's not a real relationship.
She shouldn't get married because she's so disagreeable. She's so damaged. She has so many issues. And so to me, I think it's to figure out what that is. And then based upon that decision, then you pursue it, right? So that's what I think I would say for modern women today.
I think.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What do you advise your men in the standard to get married?
So great question, Pearl. So one of the things for me is that a true enough story, the answer is yes and no. Depends on the guy. I don't believe, and I want to clarify, I do not believe every man should get married. If I'm 18 years old, I'm with my high school sweetheart, we're broke, we're living in freaking West Virginia, should we get married? Heck no. Of course not. You have a 99.9% divorce rate. It is the dumbest thing on planet Earth. So what I like to do, we're actually working on this process. I'm glad that you asked me. We're working on like this marriage evaluator where we take all these different variables in the individual and see what is the projected divorce rate, right? We're still fixing it, we're still playing around with it. So if a man meets certain criteria, right? So if a man knows his purpose, he's financially sound, he's physically fit, he's emotionally healthy, he's spiritually grounded, and he meets certain criteria, and he wants to bring in the right woman, because it's not just so much you being the right man, she also has to be the right woman, right? And then obviously you gotta have the conversation with the marriage mediator if you want to do the prenups and things along those lines. If you're willing to do all those things, go through the pre-engagement counseling and all that stuff, I support it. I think the straw man to my argument is every man should get married no matter what age and social. No. It's a very specific man that I believe should get married, and I believe every man should work to become that man. And once he's that man, I believe marriage is in his best interest.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying about supply and demand. Become a guy who's in high demand.
So she don't even know how to become a girlfriend, a wife. She don't know how to cook. She can't make a cake. She don't know how to fry chicken. She can't make spaghetti with cheese. She can't do nothing. Cornbread, nothing. She can't do nothing for a black man, like cook something, food. You're not even a wife. You're going to marriage school for what? You can't even dress. You got a whole lingerie outfit on with brown shoes, with big old clog heels on them, meaning you need help balancing with your tall ass. Press 1.
And there'll be a ton of supply out there for you.
So you think if a guy does all those things, he should get married? Would you say legally too?
It's up to him to decide. So for me, I have guys who are Christians, I have guys who are Muslims, I have guys who are atheists, Buddhists. So I'm never going to tell you how you choose to get married, because the reason why I obviously...
So you don't advise on that?
Because that's a religious conversation. Because I'm a Christian.
No, but remember, like the majority of the world, I mean... Like what % of America is Christians, like, and actually practicing?
Majority of Americans
practicing.
That's different.
Okay.
Even though people, let me give you an example.
Okay.
Even though people aren't
practicing. Can I finish my question?
Go ahead.
Can I?
Go ahead.
So
that was nice. Look at us.
So
teamwork.
If a guy gets to a certain percentage, like, do you advise him? You do advise him to get legally married?
So when it comes to the legality,
I just want legally, yes or no?
Oh, no. And yes, it depends on the person. Because it depends on the person. So if somebody is an atheist.
So some guys you advise yes if they're religious, and then otherwise
no.
So
in regards to them choosing about marriage, it depends upon the person. I have Muslim people who they say, like, my name is Hafiz. Hafiz means one who memorizes the Quran. I am the only Christian in the entire Baoku lineage, and who's a male. Most of my family are Muslim, so a lot of my Muslim family, they get married in Islam. They don't get married via the state. I'm not going to say, no, you should follow my Christian ideas and get married to the state. You're free to do whatever you want, because in Islam.
So there is no yes and no. There is no yes and no.
You believe what you believe. And so to me, that's why I said, depending on the religion, depending on the background, I give different advice for different people. That's why one of the things I want to add, one last thing, people don't realize I've stopped doing videos. I've stopped doing content in 2022. Literally in 2021, I did 81 individual videos. In 2022, I did 5. Why? I've stopped doing content. Right now, all we do is we have these conversations with real life men. We get to know them. We hear their stories. We hear their struggles. We give them tools and resources, and we give specific advice. The biggest problem with the internet, what I can agree with you, Pearl, if you believe this or not, is the internet gives you vague advice. So some advice can work for some men, but doesn't mean it works for other men. You want to give as specific advice as possible, and therefore you must know that man as best as possible. So recently, based upon how I know that man will be, based upon how I give him the advice.
Okay, I was just curious your thought process. Like, so Christian, does all the things you say, yes or no, recommend legal, not ceremony.
Christian, yes, legal.
Okay,
yes.
So if he's Christian,
yes,
fits in that category, high value man, whatever. You think legally he should get married?
Yes, and protect himself.
Okay. I was
protect himself how?
Yeah, so there's...
So with a prenup.
Yeah, so there's a myriad of ways of protecting yourself. So Natalia, if you don't mind, can you go ahead and go back to the data real quick?
Let's go back to the data. Press 1.
So go ahead and scroll down a little bit further. Oh, you're at the bottom. Can you scroll up? Oh, look, sorry.
stats?
Scroll the way down.
Pearl.
Scroll up the bottom one. Number 6. Marriage mediation agreements. Great. So that's a great article for you guys to read to learn a little bit more about marriage mediation from a lawyer's perspective. So this is something that I think guys need to do. So what happens is before you get married, you find out you get a marriage mediator, and depending on the states, different laws. And what she will do is she'll sit you down and walk through every detail of marriage. How much money you planning on making? What responsibilities each person is going to have? And then through the mediation, then the mediator will work with the lawyer to coin the prenup. But this is very important because it identifies what you expect out of that marriage. So these are additional ways a man can protect himself by making sure that if you're marrying a woman, you and her are crystal clear, in regards to what you expect. And then if you want to go ahead and go through do a premarital agreement, aka the prenup, there's other things you can do as well as if you want to protect yourself from alimony, there's things that you do as well. All these.
Damn, that's the difference between vague information and real information, real tools, real information.
These resources we give to our guys in the community, we're constantly giving all these tools, all this information for them to win the most in life.
Did you get a prenup?
No, I didn't.
Oh, why?
Because in my personal,
because you'd recommend the guy to get the prenup.
Everyone is different.
Okay,
I'm not going to force anybody to do it. Some people believe it, some people don't. Me personally, this is Hafiz's personal. This is not God's. This is not my best advice for men today. I personally believe for my wife, the 50-50 makes sense. For my wife, it makes sense to me.
So would you be willing to say that you're the exception, not the rule?
100%.
Okay.
And like I said, I would never. I would never advise anyone to do what I'm doing. This is my personal conviction. These are things that I prayed about.
What if it ended up that it was less than 50-50?
Like money? Let me tell you the secret, Pro.
No, so I'm just
go ahead.
Say, and I don't wish this on you, so don't, But in 10 years, right? And it's not 50-50. She takes 70-80%.
Let's do 99.
Okay.
Let's go freaking 99. Let's say she takes 99% of the money. Know what I have, Adam? This. What's really interesting is I would advise people to look up.
Wow. Let's say she totally annihilates me, just destroys me. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? I got this. See, it's different when you don't know yourself and you sit on a computer and complain about imaginary women problems. When you got this as a man, you can go, what do we say? She can take it all. What? What's the scripture? Consider it all a loss. Don't worry about it. Once you beat that case, you get it back. And niggas hate the grind. Niggas hate, they think they get too comfortable in the world. I love the process of, that's why I stay there. So I don't got it, bro. Nigga, bro, all this. But what if she takes everything? What if she, don't worry about it, champ. Everybody got to lose one day, bro. Everybody takes a loss, bro. It's how you get up, bro. It's how you fight back. That's what creates true champions, bro.
Top divorce, the top divorce payouts in U.S. history. And see the guys who had the top divorce payouts. You know what happened to almost every single last one of those guys, Adam? They became even richer after their divorces. You know why? Because you can take away their money, you can never take away the man's mind. You can take away Tiger Woods' money. Oh, never mind. They did take his mind too. but Michael Jordan, you can't take away his mind. What's the dude's
Especially the great innovators.
The Amazon dude.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. So what happens is, to me, the mind of the man, you will always be successful. That's me personally. Yeah. Guys, don't apply this to your life. So I personally believe, me personally, I'm not a big money guy. I'm a very simplistic guy like you. You know, if my family's taken care of, everything is good. You can give me, let me hit ground zero. Take all my YouTube subscribers, take all my YouTube followers. Heck, give her the freaking house. Give her everything. Guess what's gonna happen in 3 years? I'm gonna be right back. That's the kind of mindset I have.
I gotta give you some pushback, brother.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know
That's
you're my guy.
Yeah, I love you.
I'm sure
ain't no such thing as they took everything. Press one. I always say it. Always say it. I always say it. This is exactly what I said. We big YouTube channels and shit, bro. I realized, bro, like even with the other YouTube channel we lost, they wasn't supporters of mine. So I got all these supporters and these big YouTube channels and big comments and all of this, but I'm not generating no revenue from that. Nothing is coming from that. Just the gratification of what? Oh, fuck that. You feel me? Forget all that. I realized, like, no, I am doing a lot. I am. You see, well, I'm smooth cruising at this point. I ain't in no rush to get online and do what? This? Put these people up on the screen? No, I'm not in no rush. We not in no rush. It's all here. All of it. Pearl, look, I've been on Pearl, on talking about Pearl for a whole week, damn near. Press 1 and Andrew Tate. Y'all know I be in history class, but it's just something. And you know, a lot of people know when Kev get on this, just let him do it. Just decompress. Don't worry about it. We all there. But it's always for something. And look, ideological, 2023 ideological subversion. Girl, you are in no position to teach not one black person nothing. Because soon as we say, Pearl, what do you think about this? You're going to say, get away from me. I'm not, get your advice from a man. Like, I get my advice from you every day on YouTube. That's for entertainment. That's fucked up. You ever hear those sayings like, it's going to be your favorite star until you meet them in person? That's why, right there. They ain't never the same. Never, G. Especially when you're an actress or an actor or something playing a role and thinking it's all entertainment when there's really lives out here, people who really believe you. That's misleading. You know, one thing I do like about my channel, no matter what people say about me or how it seems like I'm mad at somebody, I ain't mad at nobody. I love everybody. I forgive everybody. I just be decompressing. I don't be tripping off of shit because I know my heart is big. I can literally have, and everybody who know me know I'm simple. So losing everything to me it ain't the same no more like it used to be. Because I always end up with the same shit anyway. Video games, TVs, all the same shit. So really, I'm a simple dude. You know, we simple, man. And like he said, if you got the mindset to get it all back, then that shouldn't even be a worry that she gonna take everything. Most of the time, like he was saying, you want to build on a female that's in the same religious construct or either learning there, have the same belief system, have come from the same background. All of this increases the chances in a successful what? Relationship and a marriage. So shout out to y'all, bro. I'm about to get on my American trucking simulator and chill out, drive my big rig for a while. You want me? I'm going to post the link on my patreon.com/KevGillsTV. Shit, you probably can even you can chat. I'll leave the chat open over there. But yeah, fuck with me. I'll be back first thing in the morning. KevRow University. First up, there is no Koffee and KUSHtV morning show. If I do Koffee and Kush tomorrow, because I'm recording all my shows, it'll be late because I got a KevRow University knock this shit out the park. So it is what it is. Koffee and KUSHtV. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to all the people who contribute to this page. And as always, family, I'll holla.